For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
rumble! Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New meeting today, USA Boxing, man. What's up, man? We back, man. What's up, everybody, man? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube that's watching this live right now. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? What's happening, man? I'm sitting here looking at, I'm gonna pull up some receipts. You know how I do it. I don't like to do all that talking over here without showing receipts. I like to show the receipts. You see what I'm saying? So, we got the receipts, I got the receipts pulled up right now. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the chat, man. As a matter of fact, let's give everybody a round of applause. Let me supposed to have everything set up for you guys. Give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. We got some news this morning. I heard about this news probably about 8 o'clock my time in the morning. 8 o'clock my time, about the old boy Dillian Whyte. There's reports that he's been injured. Nothing has been, we haven't heard anything from Dillian Whyte as of yet, as I know of, but he's allegedly hurt his shoulder. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet. Maybe it has. He hurt his shoulder, and he's not fighting Otto Wallin. So him and Otto Wallin is, he's not fighting Otto Wallin, right? And that's fine. He could probably fight him later on down the line. But we do know that, as a matter of fact, let me pull up this receipt. Let me pull up another receipt. Let's go to the WBC website. He is the #1 contender to fight for the WBC heavyweight title. And it's not contingent upon, to my knowledge, him fighting Otto Wallin, right? It's not contingent upon that, right? So if that's the case, then he still should be able to move on and fight Tyson Fury. And if he wins or loses, he can always go back and fight Otto Wallin. That's what I would do if I was the interim champion and my next fight is going to be against the Gypsy King, right? The WBC title holder. That's what I would do. You can still fight Otto Wallin, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and let's talk about this. Let's hit this super chat right quick, guys, before we get into it. Shout out to DSV.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Wrong sound effect.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says, Coach, you ain't gonna need any green or CBD about your boy Oda, the sweet nightmare no more. Hey, yeah, man, Oda Wallin. Yeah, man, Otto Wallin, man, had me. I was having anxiety attacks over Otto Wallin, man. Hey, DSV, man, that was a low blow there, man. That was a low blow there, bro. You ain't have to bring that up. I'm having flashbacks right now. Anyways, man, shout out, man. Shout out to the Macho Man Rick Savage.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rob Rib Shows.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Don King. Yeah, man, I was sitting here reading some information about you. I'm going to share this today. I don't read the book already. I'm just going back over some things again. I don't read some interesting stuff about you, brother. Receipts, too. Receipts. Shout out to KB.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Skins Rents. What's happening?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Andy C in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, who else we have? JB Guthrie. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, let's see, Paul Evans. What's happening?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ava, the Princess Ava. How you doing, Ava?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Double A. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Dash G. Yes, sir.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, who else we have in the building? Shout out to Tony Lyons.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, who else we have? Shout out to Philly Fly. Philly Fly, what's going on, bro?
Hey, okay.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't say the same names twice, guys. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. What the link read?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to George H. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jay Erics. What the link read?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John Doe. What up, Doe?
Hey, okay.
Big Otto. Big Otto. Hey man, listen, man. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? If you go like to Tennessee, it's a yeah, man. In certain parts of Texas you go to, yeah, man. You know that's how they say man. You know what I mean? So, anyways, shout out to those guys. Shout out to John Subinski. What's going on, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my brother Teach. What's happening? Shout out to Puerto Rican Ron. What the link read?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Toon. What's going on, man? Hey, Toon say White smart because Wally was going to beat him. There you go. Boy. There y'all go. I knew you was coming, boy. I knew you was coming. Pause. I already know what the narrative is. Now. I know you guys very well, and I know the YouTube streaks very well. I know what the narrative is. You know what I mean? You know, Dillian Whyte ducking. I didn't know you guys. He ducking that Otto Wallin smoke. He knows what time it is. He knowed it. I didn't know, bro. I already know. Shout out to Bernard Burton.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bruce Goes. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mike. What's happening? Shout out to Mike Wisnowski. I hope I pronounced that last name right.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Big Ron, Ronald Finkler. What's happening, bro? Shout out to the boys over there at UGC Flame.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to DSV Cole. What's happening, man? Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to KB.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to let's see, man. Shout out to the Big Shane. Shane, what's going on, brother? Bruce Goes, what's going on? Carlos, what's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Igor, what the link read? Who else we have, man? Ben Adams, what's going on? Yeah, man, I already know, bro. Hey, I already know what time it is, man. I already know what time it is, bro. Shout out to Thomas Jones. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Jonathan said White should be stripped. But oh my God, bro. I said, Will, what's going on, Will?
Hey, okay.
Troy Smoke Alarm, what the link read?
Hey, okay.
Phyllis Fly, what's going on? Jedi Gremlin, what's going on? I already know. Paul Casey, he said White Dog, check it out. Hey man, bro, listen, bro. Bro, I know these guys. I know you guys very well. Hey, shout out to Jedi Gremlin, man. Shout out to who else we have? Egg Shape 4, what's going on? Shout out to PM. Shout out to who else we have? Saul T in the building.
Hey, okay.
I think that's it. I think we got it. Dr. Mofongo, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to PM. Shout out to Loke. What up, Loke?
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Rider of the Storm. Shout out to Rider of the Storm, man. What's up, brother?
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Paul Evans, what's happening? KB once again. And that's it, man. Let's get into this, man. I already know. Car ain't got no roof. I already know the car ain't got no roof right now, man. Basically, when I say car ain't got no roof, that just means y'all ain't got, we don't have a filter right now. We don't have a filter. Right now, everybody getting it. And right now, ain't nobody getting spared. And right now, man, I already know what it's gonna be. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Yeah, man, I already know, man. I already know. Y'all saying that shout out to Troy.
Hey, okay.
Mike Ocho, what's going on, fam? Hey, I know y'all already saying that some of you guys are saying that Dillian Whyte ducking Otto. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I know y'all saying that Dillian Whyte ducking Otto. He ducking Big Otto. What's happening? Otto, he knowed it. Otto was coming. I already know, bro. I already know. But anyways, guys, check it out though, right? So we gonna get into this. We're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna see what's up. I'm gonna let you know the report, how I feel about it, and we'll see what's going on. Yeah, man, we'll see what's going on. So check it out though, man. So as you guys know, Dillian Whyte, it's been reported that he injured his shoulder. I don't know which shoulder. Was it the left shoulder, the right shoulder, or anyone? You know what I mean? I don't know. The Otto Wallin fight is reportedly off right now. But the question I have is, since Dillian Whyte is the intern WBC champion in that division, and since Mauricio Sulaiman, I think he said something of the sort maybe a couple of weeks ago, that whoever was the winner out of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder will have to fight Dillian Whyte next. Keyword on next. So now Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. We know that. So now he is mandated, scheduled, or whatever to fight Dillian Whyte next. Now, what I don't know is that predicated? As a matter of fact, I don't think it is, because he didn't say that. But what I don't know is that predicated upon him having to fight Otto Wallin first. You know, to my understanding, that Dillian Whyte has been in this position for a long time. Even before he got knocked out by Povetkin, and even after he beat Povetkin and got the intern championship, WBC championship belt back. Now that he got that belt back, guys, you know what I mean? He's still in that position. And I don't think or believe that it was, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. It's predicated upon whether he fights Otto Wallin or not. I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this, because Mauricio Sulaiman, we know that guy is full of you-know-what. He's able to change something at the drop of a dime. We know this, right? He talks like a true politician. And I'm going to address that as well. I did see his interview on the Boxing Voice. There was a question I really wanted Ness to ask him, but he didn't ask him, but that's neither here nor there. But he spoke like a true politician. It's hard to get a straight answer out of Mauricio Sulaiman. Hard to get a straight answer, but that's okay. Now, according to now I got the report from the brother by the name of Danny Flexen. Danny Flexen of Seconds Out. I do have the link in the description below. Danny Flexen of Seconds Out. That's who I got the report from, right? He said Dillian Whyte is injured. He's injured his shoulder, and the fight between him and Otto Wallin is rumored to be off. Apparently, this might be true or is true, right? Haven't heard anything from Dillian Whyte as of yet, but this is what's being reported. How did other people find out if Dillian Whyte haven't said anything? I don't know. So apparently Dillian Whyte had to tell somebody. And somebody had to tell somebody, or somebody who close to Dillian Whyte had to tell somebody. That's how this information gets out, right? Dillian Whyte is the WBC mandatory to fight Tyson Fury for his WBC strap. We know this. But now that Dillian Whyte has been reportedly injured, Whyte will have to wait for his chance at a shot at the title. Why? Because if he can't fight until he's healed anyways. Until he's healed. Now that we all hear rumors that there's a possibility that Tyson Fury could retire, whatever the case may be. I don't like to too much go off of rumors. Until I see something that's solid, I don't really like to talk about rumors. I don't really like to talk about rumors. Because, a lot of these channels say, sources say that such and such did what? Oh, is Tyson Fury is retiring? And then they have a question mark after it. Knowing that a lot of the people, they're just going to focus on the clickbait title. Ignore the question mark. He's asking a question, but people would look at it and take it as though this is for sure. If I don't hear it directly from the source, if I don't see a statement from this guy, yes, it's official. I'm leaving. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I don't try to run with stuff just to try to be first. I'd rather be right than be first. That's how I am. I'd rather be, and this is what my teacher taught me when I was on the debate team in high school, right? And when I was in copywriting school and stuff like that with AWAI, I'd rather be right than be first. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, let's keep going. Now, this hasn't been confirmed as of yet, but if true, Otto Wallin will probably have to move on and fight somebody else. Unless Dillian Whyte says, we're gonna reschedule this fight. Doesn't make sense to me to do something like that, though, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna break it down to you. And this ain't no cap for Dillian Whyte. You know me, I don't cap for no fighters. But I'm going to tell you why it doesn't make sense to me for him to reschedule a fight with Otto Wallin next. If you are the guy that's directly in line to fight for a title next, and you've been waiting since 1979 to fight for this belt, you can still fight Otto Wallin. Just fight him after you fight Fury. Fight him after you fight Fury. That's what I would do, right? Now, Dillian Whyte, as I said before, is the next in line to fight for Tyson. Next in line to fight Tyson Fury. So this is still good news for the Body Snatcher because he still has his mandatory position, unless Mauricio Sulaiman comes on to say, Dillian, Dillian is a champion and he's been in this position for a long time. And, but now that he was in the process of fighting Otto Wallin, it's the WBC position that he goes ahead now and fight Otto Wallin. And then if he could beat Otto Wallin, then he will still come back and reclaim his position that he already has in order to fight for the title. We ought to know where this shit coming from. We ought to know where this coming from, right? I'm telling you tomorrow's headlines today. I'm giving you tomorrow's news today, right? Now, the question now becomes, is Whyte ducking Otto Wallin in order to fight Tyson Fury? That's a legitimate question. That's a legitimate question. Is Dillian Whyte ducking Big Otto, in order to fight Tyson Fury? Meaning, if Whyte loses to Otto Wallin, then he would lose any chance of fighting for the title. But if he's not able to fight Wallin due to an injury, he's still in position to fight for the WBC strap, unless Mauricio Sulaiman changes his mind. And that is a 98% possibility. For some reason, Mauricio Sulaiman do not like Dillian Whyte. I have no idea. He never came out in public. He said it, but his actions show something else. As I said, for only time will tell what happened, guys. So I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think? And I'm going to tell you why I think it's going to be some flim-flam and shenanigans going on with this. Oh, boy. And you this might be a conspiracy theory, but I'm pretty sure I'm right with the conspiracy theory. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm finna go down the conspiracy theory lane right quick. Reach into my mental Rolodex and see what I can pull out and find. Right? So, hey, guys, do you believe that Whyte should fight Otto Wallin, Big Otto, even though he is now the mandatory to fight for Tyson Fury's WBC title? Why? Because Dillian Whyte is the current WBC interim heavyweight champion. Right? Do you think that? Do you think he should do that? Or do you believe that there is no point in Dillian Whyte fighting Big Otto Wallin, when the WBC already given Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte 90 days to make this fight happen? A lot of you guys probably don't know this, but the WBC, Mauricio Sulaiman, has given these guys 90 days in order to make this fight happen. But of course, if Dillian Whyte was to fight Otto Wallin and lose, then that'll probably put him out of the pocket. Shout out to Drew for dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Fast Eddie can't wait for that Fury Whyte purse bid. Yeah, man. He said, right on the storm said, I heard on the YTV streets that Whyte will be completely healed by November the 1st. I don't know, man. I do not know. This is all over the place. I know these guys very well. Trust me, I do. I know you guys very well. I ain't been doing it that long, but I figured you out. Shout out to Tune for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Wallin gave more trouble than Wilder, aside from the 2 knockdowns. Wallin would beat Whyte. I had a G-ball on it, but they took True. He said, but they took it off of DraftKings. Hey, man, I don't know about all that there, man. So you say you know for a fact that Otto Wallin to beat Whyte, huh? Big Otto. So you got Big Otto, huh, too? Okay. Jonathan says, the fans ain't stupid. Whyte is ducking. Oh, you said that? Hey, why you say that, man? He said the fans ain't stupid. Whyte ducking. Okay. Y'all think Whyte he killing me, what? Shout out to the Queen, Carmen Serene. Hey, yeah, man. Yes, hey, hold on. Let me see what's up, man. Let me see what's happening, man. GB Guthrie said, he think Whyte is ducking, but not because he's scared. He doesn't want Fury to freeze him out with a voluntary. Still disappointing, though. Yeah, man. He said the winner of Whyte Wallin fight was ordered to fight the winner of Fury Wilder. Whyte doesn't have a clear path to Fury. Oh, well, I'm finna tell you right now. Okay.
Hey, okay.
Okay, he don't have a clear path. So Dillian Whyte ain't got no choice. So for the guys who's pushing the narrative that Dillian Whyte is ducking, Toon, this is for you, Toon. So you saying that Dillian Whyte is ducking. So basically what Karma Serene is saying is Dillian is ducking for nothing because he's gonna have to fight Otto Wallin in order to get in that position, in order to fight Tyson Fury next anyway. Okay. All right. That's our narrative. So John Doe says Fury ain't going to fight White. Yeah, I'm hearing. Yeah, they saying that Fury may retire. You know, this is what I saw an interview of Frank Warren. They say he may retire if they can't get fight Usyk next. This is what John Fury is saying too. If we can't get the Usyk next, there's no need of fighting anyone else because Usyk has the belts. So that's where there's smoke, there's fire. Nothing has been confirmed yet, but this is just a lot of stuff I've been hearing out there, man. A lot of stuff I've been hearing. He say if White is ducking Wallin, coach is a liberal. Bruh, I don't think so. I don't think so. He might be, he might be really injured. I don't know. He say it's a duck, but an educated duck. Hey, he says a duck, but an educated duck. NDC says coach is relieved this fight ain't happening. He know Otto the truth. Hey man, why y'all messing with me about Otto, man? Why y'all messing with me about big Otto? Why y'all doing that, man? Why y'all messing with me about Otto, man? Why y'all messing with me about Otto, fam? For real though. For real. Shout out to the Londoner. He said Fury doesn't have to fight Wallin next because White signed a contract with a rematch clause freeing Fury. All right, so let me ask y'all this question then. He said, Egg Shay said, Coach, this is your fault. You gave White Wallin PTSD. Hey man, listen. Yo, hey, listen, man. Hey, what's the name? Big Otto. Big Otto. Hey, Jeff Luciana said, a lot of people sleeping on Otto. Man, come on, man. Hey, listen, bro. Listen. Dillian Whyte say he gonna sleep, buddy. Karma Serene said White pick Wallin. That's not as mandatory. So how was it a duck? Hey, you know what though? Carm, you make a valid point. If Dillian Whyte picked Wallin, thank you for bringing that up, sis. If Dillian Whyte picked Wallin, guys, everybody who's saying Dillian Whyte ducking, or everybody say Dillian Whyte ducking, why did Dillian Whyte pick Wallin in the first place? How can you duck a guy who you picked? You didn't have to fight him. Out of all the people in the world you could have fought, he could have picked Trevor Bryant. He could have fought anybody. Out of all the people he chose to fight in the world, he picked Otto Wallin. So how was he ducking the guy who he picked to fight? How was he ducking the guy who he picked to fight? That's what I want to know. Toon, what you at, Toon? I want to see, can you answer that one? Can you answer that one, Toon? Toon, can you answer that one? You know what I mean? Make no mistake, Sulaiman, as his dad before, is living by the buck. So I guess the last ranking room to Wilder is due in the lifetime of bribing in the WWE. Listen, bro, hold on. I got another twist to this, though. I have another twist to this. I have another twist one. Check this out. So Mike Ocho said he's ducking, bro. But answer the question though, Mike. Mike, Karma Serene said it best. Dillian Whyte picked Otto Wallin. I choose you to get into the ring with me. Why would you choose a guy? Obviously showing that you're not afraid of him. But then turn around and say, I'm going to duck the guy who I chose. This was not ordered by the WBC, man. He could have picked anybody. Explain that to me. Otto got razors in those fists. R8 says faking an injury is a duck. But how do we know he's faking though? Double A say, don't nobody want to fight Trouble. Man, ain't no man. Don't nobody want to fight Trouble Brian. They ducking my dog. But answer, but figure that out though. Two. Carm's got something. She said something, right? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Keep dog. Karma Serene said something. Dillian Whyte chose, he chose Otto Wallin to fight him. He picked him. He picked Big Otto. He picked Big Otto, right? He did that. Why would he duck the guy who he picked to fight? Explain that to me. He said same way Haney chose Gary and didn't fight him. Gary to my Gary Russell? I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that. Guthrie says he's ducking him now. Not because he's scared. The opportunity for a title shot came by. So he's taking it. Assuming the injury isn't real, of course. Okay. All right, but listen. If, let's say this is the case. Let's say Dillian Whyte chose to say, you know what, man, I'm going to go ahead and pull a 52 fake out. My shoulder, I don't know which one it is, because I got a direct shot at fighting for the WBC strap. Do you blame him if he did that? Especially how Mauricio Sulaiman been defecating on Dillian Whyte since 1972. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you believe he's ducking, not because he's afraid, it's obvious I don't think he's afraid. He picked Otto Wallin to fight him because he wants to get that, he wants to go ahead and fight. Remember, Deontay Wilder had the WBC strap for years. Dillian Whyte was the WBC intern champion for years. When you are the WBC intern champion, you are automatically is the next guy that's supposed to be in line for the WBC champion. But when Wilder had the belt, for some reason, Dillian Whyte, Mauricio Sulaiman would not allow that to happen. So, and we know how crooked the sport of boxing is. This book right here, please buy this book. This book tells you how these sanctioning bodies, how they are paid off by different promoters, managers, and just promoters and managers, and they just pay them off, and they have their fighters moved up and down the rankings how they see fit based on how much money that they're paying these people in the sanctioning bodies. This is how you get in the top 10, guys. You don't get in the top 10 because you deserve it or you this good guy, you this monster and all that stuff there. When you get in the top 10 in these sanctioning bodies, these promoters and fighters who fight for these certain promoters, they pay these sanctioning bodies in order to have these guys ranked. This is the game. This is how it works. Whether you like it or not, there's nothing. These sanctioning bodies are as crooked as a $6 bill. That's how it works. But anyways, Karma Serene said, I just don't believe he would blow his shot this close. Mike Ocho said he's not afraid of losing the fight. He's afraid of losing the payday. But I'm hearing he's going to get paid a lot of money for this fight. Big Ron says I'm Dillian Whyte ducking nobody since I've seen. G-Man said White refused to give Sulaiman a private lap dance. And Mauricio, yeah, man. Check this out, though. The Londoner says Hearn getting desperate since AJ credibility shattered by Usyk loss. I don't know how Anthony Joshua's credibility would get shattered. He lost to a pound for pound fighter. I don't understand the credibility aspect of that, what you're saying. Troy Smoke Alarm says, Coach, Dillian picked Otto without studying Wallin's tapes. He got buyer's remorse now. Duck. Oh man. Hey, buddy. Hey man. John Doe says Fury gonna retire. Wilder will have the belt back and Wakanda will live on. No. If Fury retires, the WBC strap automatically gets elevated. It automatically goes to Dillian Whyte. He would be elevated to the champion. That's how that works. Leon Moore says, man, y'all tripping. Do you think Dillian dodging that white boy? Oh man. Benny Stokes says White did the right thing to pull out. Okay. Pugilism said thought Dillian sued the WBC recently. So did that force the WBC to elevate White's status unexpectedly? No. Actually, White was already, when you are the mandatory, when you are the WBC, when you are the I want to make sure I get this right, guys. I always mess this up. When you are the intern champion is automatically next in line to fight for the title. Dillian Whyte has been the interim champion since 1972, but for some reason, when Wilder had the belt, he was not able to fight for that title. Why? I have no idea. Well, I do have an idea. Mauricio Sulaiman, Al Heyman, them, they've been Shelly Finkel them. Hey man, listen, man, we know White pulled to fight next for the title, but we don't want to fight him next. Let Wilder go fight this guy, this guy, this guy. We don't want to fight him next. And that's what they did. That's what they did. So now Wilder, now we know that Dillian Whyte got knocked out by Povetkin. Then he came back and avenged his loss by knocking Povetkin out to get his intern championship position back. And now, bro, I just, so some of you guys saying buyer's remorse. Let's see. John B. Poetic said Dillian would have went to the back of the line if he would have lost. Now he's in the front. Listen, check this out. You guys know I don't like Mauricio Sulaiman. I just don't like him. He's a politician. I'm going to show you guys how he answers questions. You can ask Mauricio Sulaiman a direct question. This is how you know somebody lying to you too. This is how you know they're a bullshitter. You ask him a direct question, he doesn't give you a direct answer. Example, Mauricio Sulaiman. Okay, you guys are Mauricio Sulaiman. No, you guys are the interviewer. I'm Mauricio Sulaiman. So I'm gonna speak in the third part. So you're asking me, I'm Mauricio Sulaiman, a question. Mauricio Sulaiman, here you go, sir. Is Tfemo Lopez the undisputed lightweight champion of the world? Yes or no? I'm Mauricio Sulaiman. Well, the WBC position is, Tfemo Lopez, he's a very good, talented fighter. He fights very hard. When he defeated Vasily Lomachenko back in such and such date, that was a phenomenal event. And, before the fight, Vasily Lomachenko, he opted to relinquish himself of the duties of the WBC belt. And then the interim champion at the time was Devin Haney. And then we elevated him to the champion. And then after we did that, when Tfemo Lopez beat Lomachenko, he became the champion at that time, and we gave him, and then he petitioned to become the franchise champion, and this is how he got the WBC franchise belt. Sir, that's not what I asked you. I asked you, is Tfemo Lopez the undisputed lightweight champion of the world? Well, that's a kind of a tricky question. It doesn't really require a yes or no answer, because, the WBC position has always been, we want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. And, I understand the frustrations of some people. I get it. I do understand. But, but Devin Haney is the WBC champion. This is why we have him on our front page right now. And Tfemo Lopez, he's a strong fighter. He's a good, I'm like, man, guy, I'm done. He never answers the question, guys. This is a true, and you guys know I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. He run all around the corner. Be coming around the mountain when she comes. Sulaiman has no credibility. Hey, listen, a typical politician answer. He gives you to run around. Yes, he does. Typical politician. Double A said, yep, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Sulaiman is a cashier. Listen. Y'all know I ain't lying, bro. Troy Smoker Law say, oh, yo, coach, you spot on. Bro, you know I ain't lying, bro. You know I'm not lying. You know I ain't lying, bro. No, I'm not lying, bro. This is, bro, the man don't never answer a question, bro. Don't never answer a question. A simple yes or no. Hey, shout out to my brother Retro Boss in the documentary.
Hey, okay.
Hey, man, y'all please salute to my brother channel. The man never answer a goddamn question. Never. You know I ain't lying, bro. You know I ain't lying. So anyways, back to what I was saying, right? Let's go over here, guys. I got some receipts I want to show you guys. I like receipts. The old boy like receipts. I don't like doing all this goddamn just talking and all that stuff there. I like to, you know what I mean? Yeah, these dudes, they'll never answer the question. Mauricio don't never answer the question. Here you go right here. So as we can see, guys, he said, why did they bought a sponsorship with the top spot ranking? Listen. I'm finna show y'all this is where the flam is coming in at. I'm going to show you two things, right? I'm going to show you two things. And what I'm going to show you is going to back up and support everything that, sorry about that, guys. that I'm talking about. So we're gonna get to when I leave this, we're gonna go to the next one, and then we're gonna go to something else. So I want to show you guys something right here, right? Check this out. As you can see, this is the Gypsy King. He is the current WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Facts. I want to show you something about the WBC too, guys. The guy who they put right here on the main page, they are saying from this picture that this is the top champion. Where are you getting this from? What does that mean, coach? It means everything. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Anytime you see, when you go to the WBC site, any weight division that you go to is going to show you whoever they have right here. This is the superior champ. This is the king of the kings, the Lord of all lords. There's only one Tyson Fury, right? That's what this means, right? Everybody agree with that, right? That's what this means. When they have the top, they're not going to have a guy who's a number one contender there. They're not going to have a guy who is the number 2 or the number 3. They're going to have the main guy there. I hope you guys follow where I'm going at. Hope you follow where I'm fixing to go. I'm going to show you guys something. Let's go right here. Let's go right here, guys. Let's go right here. Click right here to ratings. Male. Let's go to lightweight. Let's go to lightweight. Now, Exhibit A, we don't establish that when you see a picture of any fighter on the WBC website, right here, they always have the main guy, and then they have the secondary guy that's up under him, which would be Dillian Whyte. He is the next guy in line to fight for this belt. And then they're going to have the number 1 contender, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder has lost the Tyson Fury twice. Deontay Wilder is still number 1 over Andy Ruiz, over Joe Joyce, over Luis Ortiz. I don't even know how the hell Luis Ortiz got on here. This is some PBC cooking right here. Wilder being number 1 right here. This is no hate, no shade to anybody who's a Wilder supporter. But someone please explain to me, how is he number 1 right here? After just losing. Somebody explain that to me. I know the answer to it. I do know the answer to it. Trust me, I have a damn good answer. I know the answer to it, but that's neither here nor there. Wilder loses to Tyson Fury for the 2nd time, and he's still the number 1 contender. Andy Ruiz, Joe Joyce, Luis Ortiz, Joseph Parker, Frank Sanchez, Frankie baby. Right? Michael Hunter, Ergovich, and the list goes on and on and on and on. But these are in the top 10. These are in the top 10. Jedi Grimmett said it's a fix, coach. Oh, we already know what time it is with these. We already know what time it is with these sanctioning bodies. Mauricio Sulaiman is the crook of all crooks, allegedly. Allegedly. We got to say allegedly around these parts, because these boys be getting sensitive. These some old Ralph Transvan ass dudes around here. See what I'm saying? Allegedly. Wilder loses to Tyson Fury twice, yet he's still number 1 contender. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I hope you guys picking up what I'm putting down. You know where I'm going with this. They say the rankings are not updated. Okay. So this brother here say, Ralphie says rankings are not updated. Okay, so let me ask you a question, Ralphie. Ralphie, my brother, do you know when they update these rankings, who would be number 1, sir? I'm just asking. Who would be number 1 when they update these rankings? That's what I want to know, guys. Who would be number 1 when they update these rankings? I'm pretty sure that this is not going to change. I'm willing to bet that. Rankings are not updated. I'm pretty sure this is not going to change. Not that number 1 spot. Pretty sure about that. He said Malachi saving his behind that. Allegedly. Allegedly. Toby, what you say, fam? He said, do you think Mauricio Sulaiman gave yes, no answer? When the Viscar said, do you take his woman to be your lawful rated wife? He said, well, you see. That was a good one there. That was a good one. That was a good one there, man. Hey, listen. Yeah, you guys know I got Mauricio Sulaiman nailed to the cross on this one here. Well, you know, Mauricio Sulaiman, sir, we caught you red-handed. We got you on camera reaching in another man's back pocket, stealing his wallet and taking the money out of the wallet. We caught you on camera. 20 million viewers around the world saw you on television, and we have 45 witnesses who can point you out and say that you did it. Did you do this, sir? Well, you know, the WBC position is, bro, listen, when Mauricio Sulaiman says, well, you know, the WBC position is, with Dillian Whyte, Dillian Whyte has been in this position before. He has been the interim champion, and he was supposed to fight, Deontay Wilder when he had the belt, but unfortunate situations came about. Then Dillian Whyte ended up getting, knocked out by Flexen, which he lost his position. And then, had he not got knocked out, he would have fought next. Even though he's been sitting there for years, and you still want to let him fight next, but then he had to do that rematch. And then when he got that, man, goddamn, man, just answer the goddamn question. Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man. You feel me? You feel me? Like, listen, by the time Mauricio finished, this is a trick that Don King used to do as well. This is the old Don King playbook. Never answer. Guess what? Let me tell you something. It's when I was in the Nation of Islam, Captain Curtis, L5, I think he passed away. Rest in peace to L5. We call him L5. With L5 like Category 5 Hurricane. He was a part of that security detail for Minister Farrakhan. But L5 taught me. We was in a hotel one night, right? L5 used to handle a lot of security, and we used to do security in the neighborhoods. Nation of Islam used to get contracts, and we used to do a lot of security in the neighborhoods, in the high crime neighborhoods, in order to bring the crime rate down and stuff like that. So I was talking to L5 one day, right? How does this tie into Mauricio Sulaiman? I'm finna tell you right now. So L5 said, he said I was in this hotel one day, right? I said, L5, man, I was somebody asked him a question. They said, man, L5, man, he was bad at paying people. He was bad at paying people. Dude asked him for his money. He said, L5, man, I was supposed to get paid Friday. Yesterday, man, I didn't get paid yesterday. You told me you was gonna pay me yesterday. He said, I did say that, huh? Okay, all right. Well, listen, get back with me in a minute. I'm taking care of some business right now, right? So I told the L5, I said, L5, I noticed that when the guy asked you for his money, you didn't tell him, you told him that you was gonna pay him yesterday, but you didn't give him a direct answer as to, okay, when are you gonna pay me my money? He said, I did say that, huh? Well, come on back later. Guys, you know what he told me? He said, never answer a question. Never answer the question. Never answer the question. So when I hear it, I know it very well. Never answer the question. When someone asks you a direct question, you never answer it. But you can't be so obvious when you do it. You got to run all around the world, but never really get to the point. Hopefully, by the time you get through running around the world, the person might have forgotten what he was asking you in the first goddamn place. Never answer the question, right? Anyways, so I have a funny feeling that why am I showing you this? You're showing Tyson Fury right here, right? John Fury got a report out. John Fury is basically saying that, hey, my son, he has nothing else to prove. He doesn't need to fight anyone else unless it's going to be Alexander Usyk, right? So they are dog whistling that, hey, Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte fight is not going to happen. Kind does not want to fight Dillian Whyte. This is what they're saying. Now, I did not hear Tyson Fury say this, guys. So, but this is kind of like what they're putting out there on the low, on the slide, as we were saying in Florida. Yeah, he's trying to do that shit on the slide, dog. On the slide. Do it on the low. You see what I'm saying? Just putting that out there. He's beat, and now you listen. This is how you know they full of it. Well, he's already beat the hardest puncher in the history of the sport of boxing, and Deontay Wilder. He's beat the most ferocious puncher in the history of the sport. He's beat the baddest heavyweight in the history of the heavyweight division outside of my son Tyson Fury. So you know that if Dillian Whyte is nowhere near on Wilder's level, so why should my son fight him? He should fight Alexander Usyk. Anthony Joshua should step aside and allow my son to clean Alexander Usyk's clock so he can get the belt. Because there's no way in the world that he's going to fight Dillian Whyte. Because Dillian Whyte doesn't deserve a shot at my son's belt. Telling y'all, I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. They setting it up. They seeding the they laying the seeds down right now. Dillian Whyte can forget about fighting Tyson Fury. That shit ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Anybody who is a diehard Dillian Whyte fan who think that Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury fight is going to happen, you're gonna be sadly mistaken. Now, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I've been right before as well. But I look at trends. See, I shout out to the great Gerald Celente. I learned how to read trends from watching Gerald Celente. I said, there's a trend going on here. Okay, Deontay Wilder, he's a dosser. He's a one-trick pony. But then he's the most ferocious heavyweight in the history of the heavyweight division. He has Thanos power. I'm the only man that was ever able to stand up to his punch and get back up. There, my son is the champion. He has nothing else to prove. He fought the same guy 3 times. The only thing that my son should be fighting next is Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk has to fight Anthony Joshua next. Anthony Joshua has exercised his rematch clause. Well, if my son can't get Usyk in the ring, he should not be forced to fight a Dillian Whyte. Who is Dillian Whyte? He is the interim champion, sir. And he is the guy next in line to fight your son for this belt. I'm telling you guys, I can't make this shit. Listen, do you see the trends? You see what's going on? Now you got Frank Warren out there. Tyson, he may think about retiring. Tyson Fury didn't say it, but Frank Warren is throwing it out there, right? John Fury said it, hinting at it first. If my son can't get this guy, he has nothing else to prove, meaning he should just walk away, meaning retire. Frank Warren is saying, he made this. And you got the Alphabet Boys, they out there talking about it as well. But how I know, but hold on, where am I going at with this? I'm telling you right now, Dillian Whyte more than likely is going to have to fight Otto Wallin. Mauricio Sulaiman is not going to allow him to. If you get better, you can just go ahead and set up this fight with Tyson Fury. I hope we understand this. I hope we understand this. This is what's going on. Dillian Whyte ain't going to get Tyson Fury in the ring. Dillian Whyte, Otto Wallin is going to fight again. He's going to have to fight. It's now this fight where you're going to have to fight him now. You're the number 1 guy, but you're going to have to fight him. Only Otto Wallin first. Mauricio Sulaiman shaking like booty meat. Well, he ain't really shaking like booty meat. He hoping like hell, yeah, big Otto gonna get him. Otto, we get Otto to knock off Dillian Whyte. Then Dillian Whyte more than likely is going to have to get a rematch. That's going to take about a year, and then Tyson Fury, he can either sell off into the sunset, or we can do what? Or we can get we can get a Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury rematch. Oh, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. This is why Deontay Wilder is here at number 1. Otto Wallin and Dillian Whyte are going to have to fight each other. Mauricio, I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. Mauricio Sulaiman is going to say, well, you got to fight him. You're going to fight him. You got to fight him. You got to fight him. You can't get away from big Otto. Otto said he going to take you to school, Dillian Whyte. Dillian says, you know what, man, I didn't like school that much anyways. I'm going to knock him out. Now, they're going to have their fingers crossed. Well, I hope like hell big Otto can pull it off. Because if Otto can pull it off, then they can buy me some time. Otto pull it off, then Otto becomes the WBC interim champion. But Otto's going to have to fight Dillian Whyte in a rematch. That's going to be a whole year. I'm not going to be sitting around waiting. I'm not going to be sitting around waiting for these 2 dossers to finish their match. I might as well fight Alexander Usyk. Let's talk to Joshua. Joshua, look at your big dosser. You know that you can't beat Usyk anyways. You're a dosser, and you're chinny. You know, you're a Dawson, you're chinny, and you don't have the heart of a gypsy. Move aside. I'll show you how to beat the Dawson. Let me win, take the belts, and then I can retire and go off into the sunset, and then you can fight to get your belts back. They are laying the groundwork right now. Telling you right now. They laying it right now. I wouldn't care if Fury went out to the sunset. He said, I wouldn't care if he went after those belts, a rematch versus AJ Usyk. I wouldn't mind if TL moves up against Josh Taylor. Yeah. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, brother. This is what's going on. You know, he said, Coach, I want to, and Mr. Sulaiman is still waiting for an altar. I'm telling you what's going on right now, man. He said, Dragon Lady says, I'm hearing Ronnie Shields is the wrong trainer for AJ, Coach. Man, listen, man, this shit all over the place. Until Anthony Joshua confirms that Ronnie Shields is his trainer, I'm not listening to what nobody says. Because people see Anthony Joshua in there. He was in the ring, you know, doing some shadow boxing or whatever with Ronnie Shields. And you saw the Charlo twins in the background. They did a little photo op. Now this automatically means that Ronnie Shields is Anthony Joshua's trainer. We don't know that. The people who saying this, when I asked them, I said, hey, has this been confirmed by anybody? No one has confirmed it. Salute to the Queen, bless 365.
Hey, okay.
So I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. You see what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm saying. Bruh, they laying the groundwork for Wilder Fury 4. So if you want to see Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight again, you just might get your wish. Sources say. What are the sources? Don't worry about the sources. Just know that sources say. Well, sir, I'm the type of person that I like to cross-reference the information. So I need to find out where is the primary source where you got that information from. Well, I ain't got no primary. I'm the primary. I'm the primary. I said it. Just believe it. I said it. This is what's going on. No receipts. Just straight. You know, every now and then you might get a receipt if you're lucky. If you're lucky. Every now and then they might get a receipt if you're lucky. No receipts, just straight, you know. You feel me? Anyways, so this is what's going on here, guys. Dillian Whyte more than likely is going to have to fight Otto Wallin. Can't get around it. So if he's ducking Otto Wallin to try to get to Tyson Fury, that's not going to work because Mauricio Sulaiman is not going to allow that to work anyways. He's going to have to fight Otto Wallin now. And everybody who do not like Dillian Whyte, they got their nuts crossed on Otto Wallin. We say that in Florida. But he got his nuts. He got his nuts on me, boy. He got his nuts crossed on me, boy. They got their nuts crossed right now. They got their nuts crossed right now. Oh, we hoping like hell, big Otto. Otto gave me an anxiety attack last week. I'm good now, though. I'm good now. I was just tripping last week. I'm good now. I got Dillian Whyte knocking him out, putting him to sleep. Putting Big Otto to sleep. But Big Otto, they hoping Big Otto beat Dillian Whyte. Oh, Big Otto beat Dillian Whyte. It's gonna be a rematch. Then Tyson Fury, he may retire, he may not retire. Well, you know, there's no one else out there for me to beat. You know, for the fight, I can't get Alexander Usyk in the ring because he's gonna fight the Dawson AJ. I might as well just, you know, fight Wilder again and get me payday. or Fury may just wait and see who is the winner out of Joshua and Usyk, but he can't fight neither one of them anyways because whoever the interim champion is, that's who he's going to have to fight. So this is how this is going to work. This is how this is going to work. If Usyk and AJ happens in March, April, right? Bam. If Dillian Whyte fights Otto Wallin, let's say later on this year, they fight later on this year, right? If Dillian Whyte loses to Otto Wallin, it's going to be a rematch. They're going to fight again, maybe April, May next year sometime. By that time, Joshua and the Usyk fight would have been done happen, right? Fury's probably going to say, well, look, man, you know, I ain't really got nobody else to fight. The interim champion is tied up. Dillian Whyte is tied up in a rematch if he loses to Otto Wallin. Let me go ahead and fight a unification bout with the winner out of Usyk. Let's say Usyk wins. He's going to want to go after Usyk. If Joshua wins, he's going to want to get his biggest payday by fighting Anthony Joshua. So from a business standpoint, I get where Fury coming from. It's very smart. But I'm showing you the bullshit with Mauricio Sulaiman. Why is this guy number one though? Deontay Wilder. They say, well, this hasn't been updated yet. I'm pretty sure that this is what it is, what it's going to be. They can update it tomorrow, the next day, 10 years from now. The Wilder's is going to be the number one guy right here. So they're setting it up for that again. I think people are fatigued of that. I don't think that's going to work. Right? He doesn't have to fight him, but he might as well stay busy instead of waiting on Fury. White can't act as the champ, waiting to pick his payday. Pugilism said he doesn't have to fight him. But I'm going to tell you something, man. We know Mauricio Sulaiman. We know Mauricio Sulaiman, my brother. We know Mauricio Sulaiman. You see what I'm saying? And that guy, you can't take what he says with a grain of salt. This is the same guy that said that Tfemo Lopez was undisputed, only to turn back around on video to have a recording basically saying that Tfemo is the unified champion and Devin Haney is the WBC champion. You want to know how do I know? Remember when I said, guys, that on the WBC website, the guy who they have right here in the picture, this is the champion. Remember I said that, guys? If you look up any fighter in any weight class on the WBC site, you're going to see a picture of the main guy that's the champion. And anybody that's under him is the intern champion, the secondary guy, and everybody else is the rankings, right? You want to know how I know? Bam. Who do you see right here, guys? This guy, Devin Haney, Bill Haney's son. This Bill Haney's boy right here. He's the main guy. They don't have a picture of Tfemo. They got Devin Haney right here. Just like they got a picture of Fury right here. He's the main guy. And right here, the intern champion is Dillian Whyte. Right here, the intern champion is Jojo Diaz, which he turned down a fight to fight this guy. And then the franchise champion, they specified franchise champion is Tfemo Lopez. And then they have the number one guy, Vasily Lomachenko's number one, Ryan Garcia number two, Jorge Linares number three, Zaur is number four, Richard Comey number five. Here we go right here. That's how they got theirs right there. So this means that this guy is supposed to fight him next to intern champion. This guy, he doesn't have to defend a WBC title. He can, by him having the franchise belt, it's a special designation belt, so he can pick and choose who he wants to fight. He doesn't have to worry about fighting any mandatories like a champion has to worry about fighting mandatories. This is why this guy is here, and he is not. I hope we cleared that up. Now, this is what's going to happen, guys. And how do I think that they may be trying to push a Wilder Fury 4? Bam, here goes Shelley Bullwinkle. Shelley Bullwinkle says Deontay Wilder still wants Tyson Fury rematch. Claims Shelley Finkel. This article was written 4 days ago from The Zone. Who in the world want to see Wilder and Fury fight again for a fourth time? Fury retired undefeated unless he gets knocked sparked out in the next two fights. Highly unlikely. He said Mauricio Sulaiman is going to get is going back whichever fighter makes him the most money. That's Dillian Whyte's when putting him against Wallin. Sulaiman won't mandate anything that Whyte doesn't want. Ben Adams said, Coach Sulaiman said live on the Boxing Voice today, Wilder's number one. Yeah. So there you have it. If he said that live, then there you have it. That's updated. Here we go right here, though. Here we go right here. This is what it is. Deontay Wilder still wants Tyson Fury rematch. Why, sir? Why? Claims Shelley Finkel. Not Wilder, claims Shelley Finkel, right? Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder could yet fight for a fourth time. Sorry about that, guys. Let's read this article. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder could fight yet for a fourth time, claimed the Bronze Bombers manager. Who is his manager? Shelley Finkel. Fury and Wilder fought in their trilogy match, not one match, not two matches, but 3 matches. in their trilogy rematch for the WBC heavyweight title last weekend. And the 33-year-old Briton, which is Tyson Fury, emerged victorious in the 11th round, 11-round KO. The American, which is Deontay Wilder, had put up a much improved performance compared to his showing in the second fight in February, right, of 2020. But Shelly Finkel suggested that Wilder would entertain another crack at the current champion. Why? Why? Shelly Finkel, why? Like, make this make sense to me. Why would you even want to entertain that? We saw this fight 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And the result was the same. So why would you even consider that? There's no other heavyweight that Deontay Wilder can fight? Come on, man. Anyways, this is ridiculous. The American had put a much improved performance on in February 2020. But Shelly Finkel suggests that Wilder could entertain another crack at the current champion. Now, the only way that he would be able to try to position himself to get another crack, if Fury doesn't, if Fury continues to fight and don't want to fight him, we have to make sure that you are ranked #1 over here with the WBC rankings. We got to make sure that you're ranked over here, and we can get you over here. And hopefully this fiasco gets squandered. Otto Wallin beats him. Hopefully Otto Wallin can beat Dillian Whyte. Then that's going to tie Otto Wallin and Dillian Whyte up for a fight next year. We'll try to talk to Tyson Fury and say, hey, listen, man, can Fury fight the next guy in line? Skip Joe Joyce, skip Martin, this guy from the Congo, in line, and let's see, can we do another 4 fight with Wilder? That's why he's here. Now, speaking to the Sun, he said, he is Shelly Finkel, it's not out of the drawing board. He said it's not on the drawing board yet. It's not on the drawing board now. But he would love to get Fury back in the ring again. So Deontay Wilder's manager, Shelly Finkel, is speaking on behalf of his client, Deontay Wilder. And according to Shelly Finkel, who is speaking on behalf of his client, Deontay Wilder, he is saying that his client, Deontay Wilder, would love to get Tyson Fury back in the ring again. But then he does acknowledge that I don't think people want to see that right now. You're right, Shelly Finkel. We don't want to see it right now. We don't want to see it tomorrow, later, next year, the year after that, the year after that, the year after that. We don't saw this shit 3 times already. Your boy can't beat him. Right? I think this is facts right now.
To this day.
This is facts. True. He said some of the other fights have to, some of the other fights have to find their way through, And then that can be a possibility. So let me explain to you what he means by some of the other fights will have to find their way through. What he's saying is this fight right here is going to have to work itself out. They're hoping that, okay, Dillian Whyte will lose to big Otto Wallin. If he loses to Otto Wallin, that takes the pressure off of Tyson Fury to have to fight this guy next anyways, because he's the interim champion. If Dillian Whyte wins, he's going to go directly at this guy to get this belt. But if he loses, he's going to be tied up with big Otto, because Otto's going to be the new interim champion. And guess what? And then Dillian Whyte's going to want a rematch. That leaves Deontay Wilder right here. So when he says that, some of the other fights have to work their way out. And then, of course, the Joshua and Usyk fight, he may be talking about that as well. But he said, and then he said, then that could be a possibility. Keeping hope alive, huh? Because at the end of the day, aside from the winner of Usyk and Joshua fight, there aren't many big fights for Fury either. So he's laying the premise already. Well, outside of Joshua and Usyk, which that's who Fury would want to fight anyways, there aren't any big fights out there for him. So the next biggest fight would be Fury and Wilder 4. Finkel explained that problems with Wilder's balance and a broken knuckle were at play during the defeat. So we ain't got to go through that, because now he's getting into the niggas playing in, and he is starting to make goddamn excuses, and I don't want to hear that shit. So I hope you guys pick up what I'm putting down. This is what's going on, guys. I hope you guys pick up what I'm putting down. Now let's go over here. I hope you pick up what I'm putting down. I hope you pick up what I'm putting down. He said, what's the pay-per-view numbers on Fury and Wilder fight? Anyone know? Yeah, it was like 600,000. That's it. It did less. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do. I said it was going to do less than I said it was going to do less than the last fight. The last fight did like 800,000. Yeah, I said that. It did that. You see what I'm saying though? You see what I'm saying though? He know goddamn well don't nobody want to see no goddamn Wilder Fury again. Bro, you got a plethora of fights of heavyweights in the heavyweight division, and y'all want to bottleneck it. Well, maybe we'll see another Wilder Fury 4. For what? Like, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
What?
I say, come on, man.
Yeah.
He said, let Wilder go back to fighting Walmart cashiers and Uber drivers to stoke his ego and his fan base. My brother, what's going on with my brother here? John Mick Smith, what's going on, brother? He said, there's never a loan count. Any crying about a loan count is bogus. Timekeepers keeps the count, not the ref. Okay. Okay. All right. Y'all back on that again. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you, this is what they're trying to set up. Milking the damn cow. Exactly. Nick Rich says, this is the problem when you have old men still hanging around boxing. It's time for a younger, newer breed of promoters. Only an old fool thinks a 4 fight is any good. This is crazy. Like, for you to even say something of that. He said, I pay to see Wilder and AJ. Yeah, I would love to see Wilder and AJ. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight. But we don't need to see no damn Fury and Wilder again 4 times. Now, why would you even put that out there? Now, let's check this out. Go back to what somebody was saying. Go back to what somebody said in the chat. Dillian Whyte told to reschedule the Otto Wallin fight amid injuries report. With Tyson Fury fight looming, it would not be fair. Boy, I know what I'm doing, boy. I know what I'm doing. Shout out to Ride on the Stars.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, boy, I told you, boy. I know these people very well. I'm telling y'all, Mauricio Sulaiman and the old flim flam. The shenanigans. Yeah, the flim flam. He said, let me know when Fury versus Wilder 15 is. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Bro, I'm telling you. Cobra Kai says that Fury will defeat all man Wilder. No more fighting now. Tyson beat him more enough. Okay. Eddie Val, he says, exactly, coach. With all the potential fights to be made, no one wants to see it for a fight. I'm trying to show y'all. But hey, here you go. Trevor Bryan wants all that smoke, coach. Hey, Hector, check this out, dog. Ain't nobody calling out my dog, Trevor Bryan. You notice that? Trevor Bryan got a belt, the only American heavyweight champion in the sport of boxing right now, Trevor the Dream Bryant. And guess what? Ain't nobody calling him out. Everybody ducking Trevor Bryan. Wilder won't even call. He called Wilder out. Wilder don't want none of that smoke. Nobody want to fight Trevor Bryan. Why? I have no idea. Well, we know why they duck it, but that's neither here nor there. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, check this out. Dillian Whyte was told to reschedule the Otto Wallin fight amid injury report. With Tyson Fury fight looming, it would not be fair. Who would Tyson Fury's next opponent be? Fight between Dillian Whyte and Otto Wallin to finalize the WBC heavyweight champion's mandatory challenger has reportedly been called off. So this was a finalization of the mandatory challenger status. I think that was Karma Serene was saying. Dillian Whyte, by him having a shoulder injury, does not remove the fact that the only way he's going to get a shot at the Gypsy King, he's going to have to fight Otto Wallin. So everything is clear to me now. So Mauricio Sulaiman and everybody who got their nuts crossed on Dillian Whyte, they're hoping like hell that Big Otto can come through. If Big Otto's beat Dillian Whyte, guess what? Tyson Fury, his options are a little bit more flexible. Right? Otto Wallin's promoter has called for a reschedule rescheduling amid reports of Dillian Whyte withdrawing from their fight due to an injury. Whyte is scheduled to defend his WBC interim heavyweight title and his status as the mandatory challenger to Fury on October the 30th against Otto Wallin. This reported withdrawal leaves no obvious next opponent for Fury, who stands atop the division as WBC champion after another scintillating win over Deontay Wilder. So guess what? Hold on. The WBC have ruled that the winner of Fury and Wilder's trilogy fight would have 30 days to agree on a fight against IBF, WBA, and WBO champion Alexander Usyk. So they ain't got to worry about that. Usyk is fighting Joshua. So you can throw this 30 days out of the window. Or he would be ordered to face the reigning interim champion, the winner of Whyte versus Wallin. But Anthony Joshua has triggered his rematch clause to ensure that Usyk fights again in 2022 against him. Whyte, even if he officially withdraws from fighting Wallin, remains the interim champion. It's very disappointing. Wallin's promoter, Dimitri Salita, told Sky Sports. He said it's very disappointing, right? It would not be fair to the sport of boxing for Dillian Whyte to have an injury, whatever it is, as a result of that, to be able to be mandated to fight Tyson Fury. Big Otto is ready to go to the UK with the AK today. He had a complete training camp, and this fight guarantees a lot of attention. And it was truly the right eliminator for the right to fight Tyson Fury. The fight has to be rescheduled for a later date. And the winner of that fight should fight Tyson Fury. Anything else would be unfair to the sport of boxing and unfair to Big Otto Wallin. Now, this is Otto Wallin's promoter who's speaking on his behalf. That's a good promoter. I like that guy. He say, we're definitely going to petition the WBC to make a decision. So he has to petition the WBC to make a decision on this fight, right? That's what should be decided. The winner of Whyte versus Wallin fights Tyson Fury. The WBC will pass what I feel is an important decision, which should set things right. So basically, you know the WBC is not friends with Dillian Whyte. You know that. Oh, the water gets this is crazy. So do you guys see what's going on now? See what's going on now? Dillian will have to fight this boy. Mauricio Sulaiman is going to say, well, the WBC position is this, we know that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder had the trilogy match, and it was a classic fight. And Dillian Whyte, I know that you've been waiting since 1979 to fight for the WBC championship, and I have been dropping cow doo-doo on your dreams and aspirations of doing that, and I really don't like you, and I want to do it now. So, but now that you are in that position, you're still going to have to fight Otto Wallin in order to maintain a position that you already clearly have. And hopefully you can get by that guy, wink, wink. But if you don't so happen to get by that guy, Otto Wallin, then Tyson Fury won't have anyone to fight, because I know that you're going to have a rematch with Otto Wallin, which is going to delay your fighting for the WBC belt even more. And so Tyson may have to look at another option of fighting Tyson Fury may have to look at another option of fighting Deontay Wilder for a fight. Bruh, this is why when the people say, oh, well, we got Mauricio Sulaiman said this, Mauricio Sulaiman said that. Why in the hell are you listening to Mauricio Sulaiman? This man is the liar of liars. He'll say one thing 1 minute, you'll be happy because it's supporting your narrative, and then he'll say something else another minute, you'll be mad because he went totally against your narrative. Mauricio Sulaiman is a classic politician. Period. Right? Classic politician. We don't want to see no goddamn Deontay Wilder and Fury for a fight. Shelly Finkel acknowledged that already. Well, people really don't want to see it right now, but we got to make sure that things get... What did he say right here, guys? What did he say right here? Check this out. This is where the flim flam coming in. The old flim flam. We call it the flim flam down in Florida. Listen. I don't think people want to see that right now. some other fights have to find their way through, and then that can be a possibility. This is what's going on. Akon say, oh, so Lisa Bells, yeah, I missed it. One brother say, Red Fox say, so is White ducking or not? What do you think? What do you think? Now, if he doesn't fight Otto Wallin, you can say that. But what do you think? I'm just saying. What do you think? Man, injured, he got an injury. That don't mean he ducking, he got an injury. If you feel like he ducking, maybe he is ducking. I don't know. But if it doesn't make sense to duck, because if you can't move on unless you fight this guy anyways, then the duck doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? He said, big out coach from London. Shout out to London, man. Shout out to London.
Hey, okay.
You get what I'm saying? If he can't, listen, if Dillian Whyte doesn't have a choice but to fight Otto Wallin in order for him to have a shot at fighting for the WBC belt, what is the benefit of ducking? I'm just saying. I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like explain that to me. More money in fighting Fury. Yeah, it's more money in fighting Fury. Absolutely. And then you get a shot at fighting for that belt. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to, you know. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, man. Yeah, shout out to my brother Thomas Jones. Hit those thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Yeah, man. Yeah. Do that for the old boy, man. It helped the channel out. It does help the channel. But you get what I'm saying, though. Smile back if you're ugly. Say this fight will probably be rescheduled for around the start of December, I think. Yeah. More than likely. Yeah, I appreciate that, John. More than likely. The American old media calling for AJ to step aside to make Fury Usyk. Yet the same people supporting Wilder not taking a step aside. Double standard, man. Yeah, it's definitely a double standard. It's a double standard. And this is what's going on. If they didn't have a double standard, they wouldn't have a standard at all. This is what's going on. You got people on different sides of the fence. What is Team Fury, Team Wilder, Team Joshua, Team Usyk, or whoever. You got people on different sides of the fence, and they like their guy, right? They like their guy, and sometimes they like him to a default, right? So they like their guy so much to where they have a double standard. We don't want Wilder. We don't want Wilder to take a step aside so Fury can fight Joshua. But then now we want Joshua to take a step aside for Fury to fight Usyk. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't. You know what I mean? Like these guys, But this is how it is, though. I get it. This is how it is. But Bon Scott says, "Why they ain't ducking no Swedish meat?" Oh, it said, "Why is going to have to beat Wallin and get his shot? The only way." Exactly, that's his only way. Johnny Blaze, if that's his only way, then how can he duck him? You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. His injury right on point, like Tyson Fury and his COVID-19. Hey, you know what? I see what Queen Bless 365. I see exactly where you're going at with this.
To this day.
Yeah, you make a valid point. You make a valid point. I can see that. I can see that. Because a lot of people were saying that when Fury pulled out of the July 24 fight, Bless, they were saying that he pulled out of the fight because he wasn't ready. And they even saying that Fury really wasn't in shape when he fought Wilder in the third fight. They say he wasn't in shape, so I don't know. Nick Rich says, respect a fighter who is willing to postpone a fight and take the ridicule from fans rather than lose the fight and use the injury as an excuse. Yeah, you know what? You hit the nail right on the head. That right there is perfect. That right there is perfect. I'd rather go ahead and postpone the fight because it's not like you're not going to fight him. You postpone it, I'm going to fight him anyways. And then sit back and say, well, if I lose, oh man, I had a shoulder injury, my knee had tendonitis in it, I had Chinese food the other night, you know what I mean? And I had an upset stomach. You know what I mean? Akon said Dean White just said yesterday they want the Fury fight and they think Fury would dodge White. And today they come up with the shoulder injury. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna add that to the conspiracy theory too. Okay, that's a possibility, Akon. That's a possibility. If Dean White said that, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. G-Man says that when Usyk beats Joshua and has Fury planking, is he the best heavyweight pound for pound fighter of all time? No, hell no. I ain't gonna never say he's gonna be the best pound for pound all time. Hell no. He'll be the best pound for pound in this era, but he ain't gonna be put above Ali. He ain't gonna be put above Holmes. He not gonna be put above Lennox Lewis. Not with me. Hell no. My answer to that is hell no. I ain't gonna get you to run around like Mauricio Sulaiman. Hell no. All caps. All caps. Hell no. Let's see. Irish Boxing Bro said, Coach, if AJ brings in Ronnie Shields, I could see AJ beating Usyk, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of Usyk. My opinion is it doesn't matter to me who Joshua gets as a trainer. What matters is this. I'm going to stay consistent in what I said the night I saw that fight. Until Joshua changes his mentality here, he can have Angelo Dundee, Eddie Futch, Georgie Benton, Tommy Brooks, Ronnie Shields, Cus D'Amato. He can have all of those trainers combined into one. Until this gets right, ain't none of that shit gonna matter. Maybe the right coach or trainer can bring that out of him. And Joshua was my guy, but I ain't gonna do no capping. I can't do it. That's just the way I see it. That's just the way I see it. You know what I mean? Bon Scott says worst era in the heavyweight boxing, and people debate whether Fury can either go. Hey, you see when I had Sugar Hill on here, and Sugar Hill was like, yeah, in my opinion, Fury is top 5 of all time. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember my response? I said, hell no. Hell no. I can't go for that, Suge. Suge, I got love for you, baby, but I ain't, hell no. He ain't no top 5 nowhere. Now, you going a little too far. He said that's how he feel. That's his opinion. But he did say, I am biased. Shout out to Sugar Hill, man. Shout out to Sugar Hill, man. Much love to Sugar Hill and his family, man. But he did say, I am biased because I work with Fury all the time. So at least he admitted that. G-Man, pound for pound. Yeah, you could probably say pound for pound because he moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, and he was undisputed at heavyweight, undisputed at cruiserweight. You could say that, but all time, hell no. Nah. Eddie Val says, LOL, any of these guys from this era compared to the all-time greats. I'm a millennial age-wise, but I got enough logic, common sense to know otherwise. These guys, this era struggle versus guys in the 2000s. I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is a good book, man. This is a good book. Check this out. There's a heavyweight fighter. This is for my old heads out there. I got some for you old heads. This is for my old heads out there. There's a heavyweight fighter. He's a Hall of Famer. Former heavyweight fighter. He's a Hall of Famer. He's top 5, one of the best heavyweights of all time. I got him number 2. I ain't gonna say his name, right? I gave you a hint right there. That's a hint. This fighter was known by Don King as having a weak chin because he got knocked down in the fight. And even though when he got knocked down in the first round of this fight, he got up and destroyed the dude and knocked him out in the 3rd round, Don King did not have any faith in this guy. This guy wanted to fight on the 1972 Olympics. In the Olympic trials, this guy got knocked down. He had anxiety. Before the fight, he had anxiety. He got knocked down in the fight in the Olympic trials, and he tried to crawl out of the ring because of fear. And he was known at that time for being a coward, for being soft. That's the answer, Larry Holmes. He was chinny. He can't take a punch. Oh, and he had small calves. And they were saying that his upper body was too big for his lower body. And he wasn't going to be a great champion. This is the answer right here. The Fight Doctor. Oh, this should have been a trivia question. I should have sent you some kind of prizes or something. That's the answer. Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes is a Hall of Famer right now. Some of the same things that you guys are saying about Wilder, and you know, I've been his biggest critic. Anthony Joshua, Cheney, yada yada. They said the same. Don King said the same thing about Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes got dropped in the Olympic trials. He didn't even make it to the Olympics, and he tried to crawl out of the ring. They said, "Oh, he ain't got no heart." Well, we know what happened. We know what happened. The rest is history. The rest is history. This is true. This is facts. This is facts. This is facts. He was looked upon as shinny. Yes, he was, Larry Holmes. Don King saw him get dropped. Don King totally ignored the fact that, you know what, when this dude, when he got in the heavyweight fight, not the Olympic trials, this is something else now. When he got in the heavyweight fight with one of Don King's fighters, and Larry Holmes ended up becoming a Don King fighter as well. Don King was Larry Holmes' promoter and manager, which this is why they came out with the Ali Act. Al Heyman found a way to circumvent that by saying, hey, I'm not a manager, I am an advisor. And I'm not a promoter, I just work with the promoter. But everybody got to call Al, big fish, and he advising about their money, but that's neither here nor there. But Don King, you know, Don King had Larry Holmes fight on the Roberto Duran undercard. Don King didn't have faith in Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes, as I said before, guys, was looked upon as chinny by Don King. He didn't say chinny. He didn't use that word. He said, oh, he got a weak chin. You know how some of these fans, they look and say, oh, man, this fighter got hurt. He got knocked down in the fight. But they totally ignore, yeah, but when he knocked the fighter down, he got up and destroyed the dude and put his ass to sleep. They ignore that because they don't like the guy. So I point out the biases and inconsistency. This is what I'm saying. Don King did not like Larry Holmes. So instead of him saying, yeah, he got knocked down in the first round of the fight, but he got up off the mat and knocked the guy out in the third round and destroyed him. He focused on the knockdown instead of focusing on how he finished off the guy. Heard that with Terrence Crawford too. Oh, he got rocked by Gamboa. He got dropped by the Mean Machine. Yeah, but what happened after that? Yeah, he knocked him out, but don't worry about that. That ain't gonna fit our narrative. This is what happened. Right? They did that to Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes, I just learned that. Larry Holmes is a Hall of Famer. So if you're a fighter and you sit back and you listen to these guys about what they say about you, you can't believe shit that people sitting down saying about you, right? Don King was wrong about Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes is a Hall of Famer. Larry Holmes has the best jab I have ever seen any fighter of any era use. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But listen, let me, I can't make this up, dog. Check this out. I'm dead serious. Hold on. I'm finna read it to you. I can't make this up. This is facts. This is the receipt. Check this out, guys. Check this out. It said by the time the 1972 Olympic trials came, Butler was optimistic. Butler was on Larry Holmes' manager and trainer at the time. He said Butler was optimistic at the chances of a young Larry Holmes, a quick learner with a work ethic. But in the trials, Holmes had an episode of a panic attack and disgrace. He had anxiety attack in the Olympic trials. He quit and was disqualified in his match with Dwayne Bobbitt. Holmes was knocked down and tried to crawl out of the ring, an event that was videotaped and replayed several times. It was to haunt Holmes for years to come. Let's stop right there. Larry Holmes quit. Remember they said, well, Anthony Joshua quit against Andrew Ruiz. No, I'm finna show you what real quitting is. Now listen, Larry Holmes, check this out, guys. You guys probably didn't know this. Larry Holmes got dropped. He had a panic attack. Larry Holmes quit, got disqualified, and he tried to crawl out of the ring. The reporters ripped him. This stuck with him for years. It said managers froze by the impressions, and the writers looking for a lazy pigeonhole called him a quitter with no heart for years to come. Guess what? Guess what they say about Anthony Joshua? They say Anthony Joshua is a quitter with no heart. So when I heard that, I was like, damn, this sounds very familiar. Because I read this book. This is my second time reading this book. I read it already, reading it again. They said Anthony Joshua's a quitter, have no heart. They said the same thing about doggone Larry Holmes. Buy this book. It's on page 128. It's on page 128 of this book. The Life and the Crimes of Don King. The Shame of Boxing in America by Jack Newfield. Oh, they said the same thing about Don. They said the same thing about Larry Holmes. He's a quitter and he doesn't have any heart. Isn't that what they say about Anthony Joshua right now? I'm just asking a question, dog. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question, dog. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. I'm just asking a question. The man is a Hall of Famer right now. Larry Holmes is known as probably the top 5. In my opinion, he top 2. It's Ali, then Larry Holmes. Yeah, it's the greatest heavyweights of all time. But guess what? They said he was a quitter, and they said he had no heart because he literally quit in the ring. Not only he tried to crawl out of the goddamn ring through the ropes. He had an anxiety attack. He was petrified. The reporters ripped him. That stuck with him for years. Oh, that's the quitter. Oh, that's the quitter. He ain't got no heart. Holmes with the kicking ass, he whooped everybody's ass after that. When he turned pro, he whooped everybody. He was Ernie Shaver's sparring partner. He was Muhammad Ali's sparring partner. Joe Frazier's sparring partner. All of the monsters of that time, Larry Holmes beat him himself for him. They didn't fight. The man was 48-0 before he lost to Michael Spinks, and then he lost again in a rematch, which I thought he got robbed in. Paul Evans says, yeah, we remember that, Mal. I'm just saying. So you got to be careful when you say certain things about certain fighters, because I just gave you an example. Just gave you an example. Gave you an example. He say, Holmes quit in the amateurs. Big deal. He more than redeemed himself inside of the ring. Of course, he more than redeemed himself inside of the ring. You're right about that. But I say all that to say this: that rode with him throughout his career. And then in the pros, when he got knocked down in his, I think his 3rd professional fight or something like that. I could be wrong about the particular fight. His promoter at the time and co-manager, Don King, said that he got a weak chin. He can't take no punch. So when he was in the pros, they were saying he got a weak chin. He can't take no punch. And they said his legs was too skinny. He had small calves, and his upper body was too heavy was too heavy to hold up his small calves. This is why it's so easy for him to get knocked down. That's what they said. I can't make this up. This is what they said, bro. I got the receipts. This is primary sources. Primary sources from not Don King, but Larry Holmes. Primary sources from people who worked for Don King. Primary sources from Larry Holmes' managers at the time, trainers at the time, reporters who were reporting on this at the time. These are primary sources. But you get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying though. Guess what? Those dudes was wrong. He said, right on the stone said that probably toughened his skin. You hit the nail right on the head. Bingo. He was so furious that they were saying that about him, that Larry Holmes became a monster. Larry Holmes became a monster after that. Did he get knocked down in the pros when he had professional fights? Yes, he did. But when he got knocked down and when he got his ass back up, what was the end result? Larry Holmes annihilated him. He could take a punch too. Larry Holmes wasn't chinny. He could take a goddamn punch and recover. And once he got over that, because Larry Holmes had it up here though. Larry Holmes had it up here. What he didn't have in the Olympics in 1972, when he turned pro in 73, he ended up getting it right here. It ain't how you fall, guys, it's how you get back up. That's all I'm saying. It's not how you fall, it's how you get back up. It's not what people say about you, it's what you believe about yourself. If you sit back and listen to what other people say about you, guess what? You're not going to never live up to other people's expectations of you. Because you're going to have people who don't like you, and they are just looking for a reason not to like you any goddamn ways. And in the sport of boxing, everything is subjective to the individual who likes the fighter. You see what I'm saying? So if I love Anthony Joshua, I'm not going to see any flaws in him. If I'm a fanboy of Anthony Joshua, if I love Deontay Wilder, I'm not going to see any flaws in him. I'm going to do everything to protect my love for him or for Joshua. If I love Tyson Fury, bam, so on and so on. Tyson Fury has been dropped in fights by cruiserweights. Well, not cruiserweights, the heavyweights. That killed me. People say, yeah, man, he got dropped by a cruiserweight. Well, once the guy moved up to heavyweight, he's not a cruiserweight anymore. It's not like he was fighting a guy who was in the cruiserweight division and the guy hit him and dropped him. No, once that guy moves up to heavyweight, he's not a cruiserweight anymore. He is a heavyweight. Right? I hope we get that together. But I do get where you guys are coming from. Every fighter can get dropped, but when Tyson Fury gets back up off the mat, what does he do? He says, you can love he said you can love a dislike coach, but you can't hate him because he can joke at times, but he also speaks facts. Bro, listen, I'm just calling it like it is. The man, Larry Holmes is a Hall of Famer. Larry Holmes is the Hall of Famer. This man tried to crawl out the goddamn ring. And they ridiculed the hell out of him. Literally. You see what I'm saying? But the same things that the people are saying about Anthony Joshua, he doesn't have heart. He can't take a punch. He's chinny. Things that they say about Wilder, his legs is too skinny. And you know, I say that. I say this dude got to do legs. But the difference with Wilder and Holmes, Larry Holmes actually trained. He did leg work. He did road work. He got it the old way. He did all of that stuff. Wilder doesn't do any of those things from what I've been hearing. So, what I've been hearing, he doesn't do those things. So, but about questioning another man's heart and desire and this and that, they said the exact same thing about Larry Holmes, guys. They said the exact same things. Don King said that, yeah, matter of fact, I'm fixing to tell you the fighter. What fighter that was that Larry Holmes got dropped against? It was one of Don King's fighters. They said that Larry Holmes, he had spindly ankles and thin calves. That became a mantra with an echo as experts decided that Holmes' upper body was too heavy for his coatish legs, like a coat, and that he would never be a real heavyweight. They said that Larry Holmes would never be a real heavyweight, guys. They said that his upper body was too big, his legs was too pretty much skinny, and that he would never be a real heavyweight. Guess what? March 1973, Larry had his first professional fight. He overcame his fear and nerves to win a 4-round decision from Rodell Dupree in Scranton, Ohio. He made $63 on that fight. $63. And the man was kicking ass every goddamn sense. He got dropped in one of those fights. So a fight after that, Don King was right there. Don King said, he can't take no punch. He pretty much chinny. The rest is history, guys. The rest is history. No, it wasn't Shavers. It wasn't Shavers. Yeah, Shavers dropped him, but he was Ernie Shavers' sparring partner. Larry Holmes was Ernie Shavers' sparring partner as well as Ali, as well as Muhammad Ali. No, it wasn't Shavers. This was early in his career. But it wasn't Shavers, though. Man got paid $63, and he had to pay his manager $10. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So, we got Wilder has heart, but he don't have much skill. But Holmes was not 35 when he tried to escape the ring. No, he wasn't 35 when he tried to escape the ring. But what I'm saying is I'm talking about the stigma. I'm talking about the stigma. And even in the pros, they was trying to say that. What I'm saying is it carried on to the pros. It's not like when he turned pro in 73, that stigma just disappeared. They still called him, that's the quitter. That's the guy who can't take no punch. They still were saying that. So it's not like it disappeared. You talking about 1972, Larry Holmes was 22 years old. He was 22 years old. 1973, he was 23, he turned pro. That didn't disappear. That didn't disappear. He says, people loved Holmes, but some people turned against him when he beat Ali. Ali helped him in a few of his fights with sparring. And that's why Iron Mike, he fought, he said, this is for Ali. Yeah, well, but this is the thing though, right? This is the thing. Ali helped him, but Ali needed a sparring partner. Ali needed a sparring partner to prepare him for George Foreman. Larry Holmes was Ali's sparring partner for like 4 years. Something like that. Even when he was pro, for 4 years, he was 4 or 5 years, something like that. So Larry Holmes helped Ali too as well. Because Larry Holmes was with the main sparring partner that prepared him for, he was one of them. One of the main sparring partners that prepared him to defeat George Foreman in Africa, in Zaire. Right? Muhammad Ali came back out of retirement to fight Larry Holmes. I hated Larry Holmes for beating up on Muhammad Ali. So I trust me, I was there. I felt that. I cried when I saw that. But Ali did not have to come out of retirement and fight that man. He didn't have to fight him. And the doctors knew that Ali wasn't all health wasn't all the way there. They allowed that fight to happen, man. You get what I'm saying? So that's what happened with that. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. I felt the same way Mike Tyson felt and everybody else felt. I was like, the hell with Larry Holmes for what he did to Ali. Larry Holmes cried after that. They said Larry Holmes went into the locker room. It's in this book. Larry Holmes went to the locker room and was crying like a baby. He didn't want to do that to Ali. That was his idol. He didn't want to do that to him. But hey, he begged. He said, man, just don't fight no more, man. If you need any money, Muhammad, man, just ask me. I'll give it to you. This is what Larry Holmes told Ali after he beat him. I think that was 81, something like that. After he beat him, he went in the locker room, cried like a baby. He said, man, don't fight no more, man. You don't need to no more, man. It's over with. If you need some money, I'll give it to you. Ali, do you know what Ali told Larry Holmes? He said, Larry, when Don King finishes with you, I doubt if you'll have any money left over to give. Yeah, that's why I say y'all need to buy that book, buy this book. After Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali, he cried like a baby. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. He cried like a baby. Akon said, Coach, I didn't know Ali came out of retirement. Thanks for clarifying that. Bon Scott says, Holmes did not want that. No, he didn't want to do that. Didn't look like it. The way he was beating him, and then when he was beating him in the ring, he kept saying, man, just go down, Muhammad, man, go down. And then Larry Holmes was talking to the referee. Man, look, man, stop this fight. Stop this fight. He said, it wasn't Holmes' fault against Ali. Ali wasn't, what did he say? Wasn't Holmes' fault against Ali. Holmes didn't make the fight. Blame the promoters. Yeah, not only that, but Muhammad Ali was Muhammad Ali. You don't tell Muhammad Ali no. Richard Slesky says Ronaldo Snipes dropped Holmes. Yes, you're right about that. You're right about that. Several fighters did, but you're right about that. As a matter of fact, let me see which fight this was. Let me make sure, guys. Let me make sure. You know, I like to be right. It's in this book right here, but I think it was his first 3 fights, somewhere up in there. Yeah, that's what Larry Holmes told the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. So when these dudes go to talking about, yeah, man, you know, he 10 times better than Muhammad Ali inside the ring. Man, sit your ass down some damn well, bro. You need to be slapped for saying something like that. I think the guy name was Don Branch. It was either Don Branch or Art Savage, one of them. No, hold on, no. No, I'm finna tell you right now. It's the 3rd round. Art Savage. That's who it was, Art Savage. I want to say it was Art. I think it was Art Savage. It's in this book. So it was one of his early fights. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Larry Holmes cried to the champion. He said, listen, man, Muhammad, man, don't fight no more, man. Don't fight no more. But what Muhammad Ali told him was classic. He said, Larry, when Don King finishes with you, I doubt that you will have any money left to give. Yeah, Don King. He gave us the fights, but boy, he was a mother. Alex Soto, he said, I can't believe the doctors cleared Ali to fight during that era. Yeah. Alex Soto said that that Don King was something else. Yes, he was. He said, didn't he fight again after that? Yeah, he did fight out again. Matter of fact, Ali had another fight after that. Ali had another fight after that. I want to say Tim Witherspoon. I want to say Tim Witherspoon. Ali had another fight after that. Trevor Berbick. Sorry about that. I don't know why I be getting him confused. It was Trevor Berbick. He fought Trevor Berbick. He fought Larry Holmes in October 2nd, 1980. 14 months later, December 11th, 1981, he fought Trevor Berbick in a 10-round unanimous decision. Larry Holmes, he fought in a 15-round fight. He retired in the corner in the 10th round. Fought Leon Spinks, 15-rounder, lost. Fought him another 15-rounder, won. Ernie Shavers, 15-round unanimous. Ernie Shavers, Alfredo, he fought him. Ken Norton, 15 rounds. See, they was fighting 15 rounds back then. So when you guys go to telling me about, yeah, man, you know, these fighters today, they tough. And they they that. These dudes fought 15-round fights. These dudes fought 15-round fights. When you're going to telling me, we saw Deontay Wilder, our brother Deontay Wilder, get tired in the second and third round against the Tyson Fury. These dudes fought 15-round fights. Do you know what condition that you have to be in to fight a 15-round fight, guys? 12 rounds. These dudes, man, bro, look at all these 15-round fights they fought. That's why I ain't impressed with your favorite fighter. When you're going to tell me about your favorite fighter, and they big fish, and you know, this guy is Bomb Squad, or this guy does only one Fury, or this guy is whatever it is. I'm always going to hold the old school fighters, all of them, but definitely the top fighters in the high regard over any of today's fighters. I don't give a damn whether it's Usyk, Fury, Wilder, Joshua, Crawford, Spence, Porter, Canelo, Tfemo, Haney. I don't give a damn who it is. Boy, when it comes to those monsters from the 70s and 80s, and even the part of the 90s, man, you're gonna have to shut, bro. All day, bro. You ain't gonna never convince me of that. Javon Soto said the boogeyman this and that. I'm just saying. Hey, bless the queen, bless 365 say, he said, I'll be dead after the second round.
Okay.
Bro, these dudes, listen. Eddie Val says, I went to Larry Holmes' house in Easton, Christmas and New Year's 2012. He is extremely humble, cool ass guy. He was all drinking. We was all drinking with him at his crib. Yeah, man, I heard Larry Holmes a good dude. Bon Scott says, he said, don't forget the ugliest white boy Ali ever met, according to Ali. Joe Butner. Yeah, Joe Bugner, who became lifelong friend of Ali. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like, so this. This is the position that I come from, and this is no shade to Canelo. This is no shade to Joshua. This is no shade to Wilder or Tyson Fury. This is no shade to Terrence Crawford, my favorite fighter, or Sean Porter or Errol Spence. This is no shade to any of those guys, or the Charlos, or whatever. But bro, when it comes to toughness. When it comes to the get down, you finna get this work. Oh yeah, you might hit me and drop me, and I may get knocked down, but I'm gonna get right back up, and I'm gonna stop your ass. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get right back up. And matter of fact, the fight don't start until I get knocked down. When I get knocked down, I fight harder. I'm not impressed with your fighters. That's all. I just come from a different era. I'm not impressed with them. Not in comparison to those guys. I'm impressed with them for what they're doing today, but I'm not going to get caught up in the moment. So when you tell me that for Wilder and Fury, this is the best heavyweight championship fight ever in the history. No. I said you forgot about Holyfield. You forgot about Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe. That trilogy match. You forgot about Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, that trilogy match. You see what I'm saying? When you go to tell me about trilogies, no. The Manny Pacquiao trilogies that he's had. You see what I'm saying? That's where I come from. I'm not getting caught up in the moment. I'm just saying me. Was it great for the moment? Yes. The key word is the moment. Only time will tell where does the fight stand throughout the history of time as it relates to the sport of boxing. Is it one of the best? Yes, it is one of the best. Is it the best? Hell no. I'm just calling it like it is. Not impressed myself, coach. That's how I feel. I loved it though. Shout out to Chick.
Hey, okay.
He said, yo, coach, sup, baby? What's happening, man? What's up with you? That's all I'm saying. Bruce Gold say, teach him, coach. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. But yeah, what your brother say? Morales and Barrera. Yeah, absolutely. That trilogy there. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. Bless. The Queen says, it's kind of watered down now. The fighters were much tougher. Yeah, those fighters were tough. Bless. Those fighters were tough, Bless. Those fighters were tough. Just imagine getting knocked down. Brother, listen. What fight that was? Was that Larry Holmes? Ernie Shaver's sparring partner was Larry Holmes. So Larry was very familiar with Ernie Shavers. If you look at the Larry Holmes, Ernie Shavers fight, Larry Holmes Ernie Shavers dropped Larry Holmes like a rock. I think it was like the 8th or 9th round. Ernie Shavers was tired as a doorknob. He was old. He was tired as a doorknob. Dropped him. Caught him. Bop! Everybody thought Larry Holmes was out of there. Not only did Larry Holmes get back up, he recovered and stopped Ernie Shavers. If you see how hard he got hit and how hard he hit the mat, he got back up, beat the count, and recovered. And as the rounds went on, he stopped him. I'm saying a hard shot. Like that shot that Tyson Fury hit Wilder with and Wilder was knocked out. Those guys was taking shots like that harder and getting back up and finishing the fights. It was just a different breed of fight. He said, Cole, do you think is spiritually the strongest heavyweight in history and today? Coach, do you think is spiritually the strongest heavyweight in history and of today? I don't know who you're talking about, fam. I don't know who you're talking about. Peter Varnock said, I don't think White is ducking, but Wallin would beat him in my opinion. But the only way we're gonna find out, they're gonna have to fight each other. So it's just he says Shavers is like Wilder, only better. Yeah, Shavers had a little bit more. Shavers had a little bit more tools in his belt than Wilder, but Shavers was a bad boy. Ernie Shavers, boy, bro, nobody want to fight Shavers, bro. I'm telling you, bro. When you fight Shavers, boy, you better know how to take a punch. You better have some stamina, cause he coming. Pause. He coming. Yeah, he coming, bro. Bruh, I'm telling you. I know y'all impressed with these heavyweights today, but I'm telling you, these heavyweights today do not impress me. They all right. No, Fury took a hellacious shot from Wilder and got up. Yeah, but it's different, dog. Yeah, he took a hellacious shot from Wilder and got up, but it's different, dog. I'm saying like it's different. I can't explain it. I'm not trying to win anyone over by anything, but depending on what age you are, You just won't understand. It's a wasted argument. You just won't understand. George just says, steady, coach. It's relative, my man. Wilder, Shavers, who is harder? You know, if you ask me, I say Shavers. And I'm gonna tell you why. I say Shavers. Because those fighters back then, they had tougher competition. See, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Those fighters back then, them fighters back then know how to take punches, man. That's why I don't get caught up in the moment. Who you fighting, who you knock out matters. You know what I mean? Not trying to bring Wilder and Fury into this. I'm just saying, like, you know, in the sport of boxing, you know, just who you fight matters. It's just a new era. That's all. Just a new era. He said, once Wilder knocks someone down and they get back up, he has to finish them and not be swinging wild and missing. Yeah, I think what happens is that emotion kicks in. I mean, to be fair, the only person that beat him has been Tyson Fury, so he just can't beat that guy unless Wilder fights someone else. And then if he loses to someone else, then we can see that maybe he's a shot fighter, or maybe, you know, he's, you know, or whatever, you know. Wallin needs to beat at least 2 top 15 fighters before he can even think about demanding an interim title fight or world champion, and he knows it. Well, he beat 1 top 15 fighter. Well, no, he didn't. No, you're right. Sorry about that. He fought a top 15 fighter. He fought Tyson Fury, but he didn't beat him. He said, fighters back in the day had more grit because money wasn't much. And fighters of today get paid loads of money. Most don't appreciate it. Yeah, those fighters back in the day, it say Wilder has no left hook. Shavers had a nasty left hook. Yeah, man, it's just, bro, like, bro. And this is not to take a dump on these fighters today. Like, Anthony Johnson is my favorite heavyweight, but I'm not going to sit back and say that, yeah, man, you know, those fighters back then was a mother, bro. Like, you know, listen, I put it this way. I don't see no fighter today that would get around Larry Holmes' jab. Larry Holmes would jab the shit out of you. Larry Holmes, hands down, out of any heavyweight that I've seen. I know people going to say Sonny Liston and all that stuff there. And Sonny Liston had a bad jab too. But Larry Holmes, I'm going to beat your ass all day with this jab. Jab. And he was a good inside fighter. Body shot, uppercuts, hooks. He had good footwork. Had a good chin. He get knocked down, get back up. Had good stamina. We going 15 rounds, so be it. They don't make no fighters like that today, man. Listen, there's no fighters like that today. Especially in the heavyweight division. The closest thing to it in the heavyweight division is Alexander Usyk and probably a Tyson Fury. The closest thing. I'm not saying from a toughness and grit standpoint and take a punch standpoint. I'm saying just the closest to that from a stamina, have that dog in them, that determination, the grit, the win. If I get knocked down, I have to get my ass back up, beat this count, recover, and try to finish this guy throughout the rounds. And I'm just, you know, that's what I see. That's what I see. He said Wilder has no left hook. Tell that to Arthur Spilker. No, I think he dropped Arthur Spilker. He knocked Arthur Spilker out with a straight right. With a straight right. He said, look at what $1 is worth today compared to the 70s. The money hasn't changed. Inflation and stuff like that. Akon say no one today in the history of boxing can talk like Ali or out of the ring. Talk like Ali in and out of the ring. He said, in fact, I feel like Salita is being more disrespectful and less appreciative of his opportunity that Wallin got. Okay. He said Ali was paid $2 million in 1971 for Frazier and $5 million for Foreman. That's a lot of money, even for today. Yeah, that was a lot of money at that time. Yes, it was. He said, I'm talking about compared to Shavers. I gotta see the question again. But I'm not trying to cross-reference the past with the present. You know, today is today, yesterday was yesterday. We got to move on, right? But I'm saying for me, you know, I'm gonna always be biased. Now I'm not gonna say I'm objective when it comes to this. For me, I'm gonna always be biased when it comes to the old school fighters because I know that what they had to go through. I knew how tough those dudes were. Those dudes are tough, man. Those dudes are tough. Like literally, Marvin Hagler had 40-something fights. Let's look at Marvin Hagler. Like this, what get me about these fighters, these Devin Haney's, and I like Clarissa Shields. I love Clarissa Shields. These Tfemos and these fighters put in work to get these like bro, like let's look at Marvin Hagler. You know, this guy right here, Marvin Hagler, man, one of my favorite fighters of all time. This guy had 48, 40, let's see. This guy had 49 fights before he got a shot at a major title. Just look right here. Let's look at Marvin Hagler. Before Marvin Hagler got a shot at a major title, he was winning some regional belts, won the vacant Massachusetts middleweight belt, won the vacant North American middleweight belt, all these trash belts. He won these, right? But before he got a shot at a major title, he was 49 fights in. His 50th fight, right here, his 50th fight, 1979, he fought for the WBA, WBC, and the Ring Magazine title. It was a draw. His 51st fight, his 52nd fight, his 53rd fight, his 54th fight, he fought for the WBA, WBC, and Ring Magazine title again, and he won. And he didn't lose until he lost to Sugar Ray in 1987. He defended his title. He won that belt in 1980, won those belts in 1980, and he defended it for 7 years, and he fought everybody. He didn't duck nobody. So these guys today are spoiled. Oh, you know, I did it faster. I'm a superstar. I even heard Devin Haney. Listen, this is the era that we in right now, guys. I'm finna show you these whippersnappers. I'm finna, like, these dudes, look at this, guys. Look at this. Like, I ain't impressed with these dudes today. Look at this. This man was fighting. This man had listen, and Marvin Hagler had a construction job. He was working construction at the goddamn time before he decided to leave. The man used to train, go to bed, eat, whatever, get up in the morning, go to his construction job, leave the construction job, and go to the goddamn gym and train. Don't tell me nothing about no damn Tfemo Lopez. Don't tell me nothing about no damn Devin Haney. Don't tell me nothing about Big Fish or the Charlos or none of that. Don't tell me nothing about none of these niggas. I ain't impressed. I'm telling you that this, you know, and of course I'm biased. This is Marvin Hagler. You know, this is Marvin Hagler. I'm biased. I'm a fanboy of Marvin Hagler now, so I will tell you that. This man had 1,000 fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This man had 11 fights in 1974. Listen, from 1973, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From 1973 to 1974, this man had 19 fights. This man had 19 fights. From May 1973 to December 1974. He had 19 fights in less than 2 goddamn years. These fighters today, guess what? Oh, you know who you fought. Oh, man, you ain't nobody. Let's go to, listen, before we wrap this show up, guys, let me take you over here. Let's go to the mighty Instagram. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. These Instagram models and dudes tongue wrestling and all on online and all this stuff there. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me see, can I find this? Let's see, can I find this? I want to show y'all a video. You know, the two guys that's capping. Cap on cap on cap. I want to show y'all a video. These dudes here, Devin Haney, Tfemo Lopez, they sitting there capping to each other. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Anyways, he iced out Jerry, yada yada yada. That's cool, that's fine. Him and her. Let me show you this video, guys. Like, well, listen, these fighters are built differently, dog. These fighters today are built differently. It's just a different fighter. Let me see, can I find that video? Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna find it. I think I got it. I think I got it. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna find it. As a matter of fact, no, I think I have it here. Tfemo and Devin Haney are arguing at a DAZN event, and Devin Haney is telling this guy, yeah, man, I got more followers than you. I can't make this up. I can't make this shit up. You trying to tell me about these dudes? You know, these dudes here. You know, hey, shout out to Mr. Bubble.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that 79. Bam, sit on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Man, Larry Holmes, man, Marvin Hagler had 19 fights in a year and a half, and these dudes fighting once a year, acting like divas, all on Instagram, talking about I got more followers than you, and you ain't fought nobody. Marvin Hagler and them fighting, they fighting, bruh. Let's stop right here. The man, listen, hold it. No, don't tell me about your real, don't tell me about your fighter. Don't tell me about no damn Tfemo or Devin Haney or any of those guys. Don't tell me about these niggas. Because guess what? I'm sitting back, okay, this dude in May of 1973, he had one fight. In July 1973, he had two, May, June, July, 2 months later. A month later, he got another fight. This man had a fight in October the 6th, had another fight October 26th. You can't even get these fighters. You'll be lucky if you get these fighters to fight once a year. And then they treat us fans like, well, you should be happy you saw me in the ring. These dudes ain't fighting. Oh, we can go to Sugar Ray Leonard. We can go to any of them. These dudes ain't fighting. Shout out to Marty Machine.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Man, these dudes talking about how many followers I got on Instagram. I gotta show y'all this. Cause I don't want to make y'all think I'm just talking, right? I gotta show y'all this. Yeah, you know, this, that. You niggas, listen, Marvin Hagler worked at a construction job, dog. The old school cats know what I'm talking about. The man was working at a construction job, bro. Literally. Well, let me see where it's at. Let's go to the zone. Let me see where it's at. I gotta let you hear this because I don't want you guys thinking I'm capping. I don't want you guys thinking I'm capping, just talking and, you know, I gotta show it to you. Let me see. You know, they standing right next to each other. He telling Tfemo, I got more. He telling Tfemo like, I got all the belts. I got more belts than you. Devin Haney saying, what you talking about? You know, why you saying I'm clout chasing your name? You know, using your name for clout. I got more followers than you. This where we at now. This where we at now. I got more followers than you. This where we at. My mouth dropped when I heard him say that. Nigga, did you say I got more followers than you? So when you try to compare these fighters today of the era that I grew up watching in, I'm not impressed, homie. I need to find that. Oh my God, I need to find that. I just ain't impressed, dog. He too busy to worry about how many followers he got. Dude, when is you gonna fight? I just showed you an example of Marvin Hagler. I can go to Pernell Whitaker. I can go to Julio Cesar Chavez. I can go to hell. The only fighter that we have the only fighter that we have today that's close to that is Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is fighting like crazy right now. Yeah, I looked on the zone. Javon. Canelo Alvarez is the only fighter that's fighting like that right now. You want to see an old school fighter? Look at Canelo Alvarez. Look at Canelo Alvarez. Say what you want to say. Mexican meat, all of that there, whatever. And that's fine. All of that is fair. But guess what? He fighting. Canelo don't have, that's the closest thing we getting right now. He's fighting. While dudes talking about who got more followers on Instagram, Canelo fighting. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Canelo fighting. Why these dudes, daddies pulling up and yeah, you know, well, Mauricio Sulaiman said this, and you know, what Devin said that, and you know, my son Tio, he did this, he did that, yada, 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 yada. Man, Marvin Hagler was fighting. Canelo Alvarez is fighting. So I ain't impressed with your favorite fighter. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. If you're trying to convince me, the way you convince me is in the goddamn ring. This is why I love Canelo, so this is why I got him pound for pound number one. Not because I'm a fanboy of Canelo, but because of this. 2019, he gave us two fights. Daniel Jacobs and Sergey Kovalev. 2020, he fought Callum Smith. He only had one fight there. I get you that. 2021, he fought a taxi cab driver by the name of Yildirim. That was a bum. That's his facts. This is a bum now. I like Canelo, but goddamn it, this was a bum. But he fought him. He fought Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders was an undefeated champion. I lost $100 betting on Billy Joe. He fought him. February, April, May. So he fought Yildirim in February. Hold on. He fought Callum Smith. Hold on. Let's go. No. Let's go back here. May 2019, Canelo fought Daniel Jacobs. November 2019, he fought Sergey Kovalev. Now he rests. He had a 13-month layoff. He came back and fought Callum Smith, who was a champion, undefeated champion, I think, at the time. From December to 2020, 2 months later, he fought Yildirim, which was a taxi cab driver. But that's neither here nor there. I don't care if he was a mandatory or not. He was a mandatory taxi cab driver, right? Then he came back from February, and in March of 2021, he fought Billy Joe Saunders. And then after he fought Billy Joe Saunders, he scheduled to fight Caleb Plant in November. Meanwhile, on Twitter, Devin Haney and Tfemo Lopez were having a Twitter war. Meanwhile, on Instagram and on YouTube, Devin Haney and Tfemo Lopez is having an argument about who got the most followers on social media. And what happened to this meeting with Bob? Canelo Alvarez is in the gym and he's fighting. Canelo Alvarez is in the gym, he's fighting. That's all I know. So I ain't impressed. I'm not impressed with your fighters. That's all I'm saying. Don't never compare no fighter of this era to the greats of the past. It's disrespect to the greats. That's what pissed me off about when Lee Scott said that Wilder was 10 times better than Muhammad Ali inside of the ring. Nigga, where? Oh, y'all just gonna let him say that shit. Don't even check him on it. I was like, hell, he would have said that shit to me on my show. I would have checked him real quick on that. Broke him down like a 57 Chevy. But they ain't coming over here, boy. I am public enemy number 1, 2, and 3. Bless says they're young though. So they get easily distracted. Yeah, that is true. Listen, Bless, I'm not even talking bad about those fighters. I'm not even talking bad about Tfemo and Devin Haney. I'm just saying the people who go around saying these guys are great and they're greater and better than the fighters of the past. I'm like, where? Yeah, they bet on Twitter. They bet on Twitter. They bet on Twitter. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I think somebody sent it to me. Yeah, they bet on Twitter. I don't know if this is the one though. I need to talk. No, I got this one. I got this one, sis. I got this one. This is not the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is when they're standing right next to they're next to the ring at the zone broadcast. That's what I'm talking about. When they're standing right next to each other and Tfemo standing there with a microphone. They have a reporter right here, Tfemo right there, another reporter right between them, so he's going to stand between them, and then Devin Haney right there. That's the one I'm looking for. I got this one already. But yeah, but anyways. Arlette says, in fairness, Haney mentioned first that he makes more money than Tio, which is important in my opinion. Yeah, okay. Haney makes more money than Tio. Tio has more belts. You know. All I know is Canelo Alvarez done fought twice in 2019, one time in 2020, and he's having his third fight in 2021. So Canelo is having 3 fights in 2021, and the other fighters are fighting on Twitter and Instagram.
Hey, okay.
That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know, Queen. All that. That's all I know. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm not saying these guys are not good. I'm not saying that, you know, they don't have skills. All I'm saying is Canelo is fighting in the ring. These guys are fighting on Twitter and Instagram. You know what we need to do? Since Mauricio Sulaiman, I got a suggestion for you, sir. You'll never come on this show, but I got a suggestion for you, sir. Since you're creating all of these belts, franchise belt, French fries belt, Burger King belt, Checkers belt, Walmart warehouse worker belt, Amazon Prime belt, why don't you create a belt for the social media belt? Create a social media lightweight champion of the world belt. Do something with that. Do something with that. As a matter of fact, hold on, guys. Hold on. I got some belts right here. Bear with the old boy for a moment. Bear with me for a moment. Hold on. Hey, Arlette, I know you was being sarcastic, but check this out. This is what we gonna do. Arlette, this is what we gonna do. So from this point forward, this is what we gonna do. Now, I want you guys to know something. I am the undisputed YouTube champion out of all of the boxing channels. I got all the belts. I'm undisputed, right? Now this is the IBF belt. I won this belt. I got in a fight with an Uber driver about a couple months ago, knocked him out, second round TKO. I got that. I won this belt right here. So we gonna create some belts for these fighters who are not fighting. We know Canelo is fighting, but these other fighters are not fighting. So we got the IBF. So the IBF is gonna go to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, as a matter of fact, Ryan Garcia is undisputed on Instagram because he is an Instagram model. So I won this belt right here, guys. So Mauricio, since you giving out belts like hotcakes, I know this is IBF, but that's not here nor there. I got a WBC belt too, guys. I got one too. And you see my belt, I got Muhammad Ali right here. I got Mike Tyson right here. Floyd Mayweather right here, guys. Let's see. I got Manny Pacquiao right here. Roy Jones Jr. Who else I got? I got Mauricio Sulaiman's father. Got that right there, right? So anyway, I got a belt too. I got a belt too, right? I got a belt too. When it comes to toe tagging and body bagging, you know, I'm undisputed. Yeah, this it right here. Here go the link right. I'm undisputed, guy, when it comes to toe tagging and body bagging. Everybody know this. Everybody know this, right? So anyway, I got some belts too. Since we getting out belts, since Mauricio Sulaiman getting out belts, just listen. We getting out belts. Okay, I'm undisputed. Oh, hold on. I got the IBF right there. Shit, I got all the belts, and there's no dispute about that. I got the WBC. You feel me? I got that. I got that right there. WBC. Put that right there. Right? Getting out belts. Shit, I got the WBA. You feel me? Let's see. I whooped the Walmart warehouse worker to get this belt. Dude, I was at Walmart. Dude tried me. I caught him with a 2-piece, knocked him out. Got this belt. You feel me? I got this belt. Somebody tried me. Somebody tried me at a local cash and carry, a grocery store here in Florida. Somebody tried me, caught him with an uppercut, knocked him out. Shit, you know, since we getting out belts, I got the WBO. I got this belt right here. I cursed somebody out on Twitter, and I did it in all caps. They couldn't come back, so I got this belt right here, the WBO. Getting out belts, right? We getting out belts. And this is the IBO. I had them body bag a couple of them alphabet boys on pushing their narratives, right? I won this belt. So I'm undisputed. I got more belts than Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Tfemo Lopez. I got more belts. Now, Canelo is trying to win the belts in the ring. We need more fighters fighting inside the ring instead of fighting on Twitter. If I can stop you guys from fighting on Twitter and Instagram and stop all this capping, we can get somewhere. Because I'm undisputed on this shit over here. I'm undisputed. When it comes to toe tagging and body bagging, these race hustlers and narrative pushers, I got all the belts. There's no dispute. There's no dispute. So we just gonna start creating belts for social media fighters. If you're a social media fighter, come on over here, holler at Coach Malachi Williams. I got some belts for y'all. For you social media fighters, let's go ahead and pull up this right here, man. These social media fighters, though. That's all I'm saying. No, now Larry Holmes ain't have none of those belts. He had the real ones. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, they didn't have none of those belts. Social media belts. You know what I mean? They had the real deal. That's all I'm saying. So I get it. I hate to hurt your little feelings, your poor little feelings. I hate to hurt your poor little feelings, man, about your fighters, man. But listen, man. Here it go right here. 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 They bless them. Bless their polar hearts. And to be fair, as my brothers from UK would say, to be fair, they're young kids. They don't know no better. They're young kids, man. So I got to be easy on them. I got to be easy on the young kids. They're young kids. You know, they rich, they flashy. I get it. You know what I mean? And I get it, guys. I get it. But I'm just saying, you know, when they go to telling me, oh man, you know, this dude here, man, he would have whooped Sugar Ray Leonard. And I'm like, when Leonard and them fighting 15 rounds and dudes got construction jobs and leaving the construction job. That dude leaving the construction job, and then after he leave the construction job, he training to get ready for a fight and winning fights. He say, Florida boy for sure. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Shout out to Wayne, man. Shout out to Wayne. That's all I'm saying. She said WBC gave the Pope. Let's say WBC gave the Pope about 2 years ago. I'm dead ass serious. I gave home the Pope. Oh man, bro. I listen. I got some belts. I got some belts. I got some belts too. Y'all see my belts? Let's see. I'm not the dude out at Walmart for trying me, skipping me in line. This belt right here, this was RBO, Uber Eats. Some guy from Uber Eats delivered my food. My food was cold. I went off on him, hit him with a 2-piece, knocked him out. That's done. That's how I won that. I won this belt on Twitter. You know what I mean? I beat a dude to death with all caps. I was capping on Twitter. Beat a dude to death with all caps. I won this belt on Twitter. See what I'm saying? I got the IBF right here. You know what I mean? You know, this was a Lyft driver. Somebody was dropping me off. He got fly at the mouth. Now I had to fight for this one. Now this is about 5 rounds. We went 5 good rounds, but I ended up finishing him. You know what I mean? He dropped me a couple times, but I came up. I got up and caught him with an uppercut, put him to sleep. Now, and then this one right here, this is the WBA belt. Now the WBA belt, I took a selfie. I took a mean selfie in the gym. I was studying Ryan Garcia. I took a mean selfie in the gym, and the selfie came out so good that the selfie gods, they gave me this belt right here. WBA sent this to me. So as we know, there's no dispute that I am undisputed. There's no dispute that Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today USA Boxing, is the undisputed champion of the world when it comes to this podcast, social media, and the YTBC. I'm undisputed. You said I showed them a belt. I showed them a proof. Facts. I showed them a proof. Now let's look at this. So when y'all go to telling me about your favorite fighter, dog, I ain't impressed, dog. I'm not impressed. You know, Canelo fighting, these dudes fighting, but they fighting on the sideline. Let's go.
Sergio will stand in between.
I'm gonna stay between them.
Devin, what was that conversation like?
We don't fight for free here.
Devin, what was that conversation like?
He's not going to do a motherfucking thing, so we ain't got to worry about nobody fighting. But anyways,
we are going to bring in Devin Haney to join this conversation. Devin,
y'all look at this, guys.
Sergio will stand in
I'm
between.
Gonna stay between them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Devin, what was that conversation like?
We don't fight for free here.
Devin, what was that conversation like?
He's not going to do a motherfucking thing, so we ain't got to worry about nobody fighting. But anyways, continue.
What was that conversation like for you moments ago?
How does it feel that the only way you're relevant is through me?
Relevant through you? What are you talking about?
That's the only way.
Relevant before
you hold that WBC belt.
What are you talking about? You're a clown, bro. You're a clown. So how I'm relevant? How I'm relevant because of you? But I got more followers than you. I have more followers than you.
Look what it did to Ryan Garcia. We all talk about.
I'm relevant because of you, but I
look
have
how
more
many
followers than
belts
you.
I hold as a world champion.
Look how much money I make, more than you.
No, you don't.
Okay, Eddie.
No, you
Eddie,
don't,
do we want to ask Eddie?
No, you don't.
Do we want to ask Eddie?
You talk about followers.
All right,
this is the problem with society today. You see what I'm saying?
All right, so one dude talking about I make more money than you. I got more followers than you. Another dude saying I got more belts than you. I got more belts than both of y'all. How about that? I got more belts than Tfemo Lopez and Devin Haney. I have 5 belts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got the IBO, the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and what else? That's it, WBO? Yeah, the IBO, the WBC, the IBF, the WBA, and the WBO. I got all the belts. I got more belts than both of y'all. How about that? This is what I'm talking about. Imagine Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard having this discussion. I don't give a damn who got money, who got more followers. I want to see some goddamn fights. Canelo Alvarez, listen, hold on. I want to show you guys one more thing. Now, I don't know how true this is. I don't know how true this is now. So we got to take it with a grain of salt. But if I just look up what Canelo Alvarez net worth is, right? So I have no way of verifying it, guys. I don't have his, I'm not looking at his bank. I can't go into his bank account. I don't know how true this is, but let's just say this is partly true. Let's just say this is partly true. This is from the wealthygorilla.com. I'll probably check on Forbes, but let's say this is partly true. Let's say Canelo does have a net worth of $140 million. Let's say this is not true. He only have a net worth of $100 million. Let's say this is not true. He only have a net worth of $80 million. Whatever you want to argue or dispute, if this ain't a credible site, it may not be a credible site. But guess what? But let's say this is true for the sake of argument. This guy got a net worth of $140 million. Let's say this is true for the sake of argument. But you don't see him online talking about let's go to celebrity on net worth. You don't see Canelo online, and this another one, celebrity net worth. It said this website, they say the website Future Billionaires Read Every Day. It says Canelo has a net worth of $140 million. You don't see Canelo talking about, I got more chains than you. Billy Joe, I got more chains than you. I got more followers than you on Twitter. You don't see that. You don't see that. This man got more money than both of them niggas put together. You don't see Canelo doing that. You see him flexing right here, net worth $140 million. And then this is his third fight against Caleb Plant that he's having this year. He's fighting in the ring, they're fighting on social media. These are social media champions. And these are the guys you want me to praise and look up to and say that these guys would beat the fighters of the past. Boy, hush. That's all I'm saying, guys. So anyways, this is our boy Coach Malachi Williams, man. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, man. Shout out to my main man, Tomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to William Helium.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Puerto Rican Ron. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Javon Soto.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Open Door. What the lick read?
Hey, okay.
Just Blaze.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John McSmith. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. And share this video. If you shout out to Akon.
Hey, okay.
Akon said I got 5 belts, 2 leather belts. Shout out to the Queen Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to I Don't Want a Channel.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John McSmith. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rob Rib Shows.
Hey, okay.
Chuck Supremacy. What's happening, bro? Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to George H. What's going on, bro?
Hey, okay.
So now y'all know I am the undisputed champion. I'm undisputed. I got 5 belts. There's no dispute about that. You know what I mean? Anybody try to dispute it? Tell them I got the receipts. Let's see. I'm not the dude out at Walmart. Had a fight with an Uber driver. Whooped him. Let's see. Beat a dude up on Twitter in all caps. Caught him with an uppercut. Let's see. Walmart. I have Amazon Prime delivery. Amazon Prime driver. He tried me. Got slick at the mouth. I had to put them MC hammers on him. You see what I'm saying? And I think another guy, another fight I won on Twitter. I won on Instagram. I took a better selfie than the other guy. So anyway, so that's how I got my belts. Shout out to Johnny Blaze.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Tommy Hill. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
He said, Coach, where you getting them belts from? I told you where I got it from, baby.
Hey, okay.
Hey, that's a secret now. I can't. That's a secret. Mauricio Sulaiman sent me one from the WBC, and the other sanctioning body sent me those belts. Sent me those other belts. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I am capping. You really can't believe me, but that's okay. But just ignore all of that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rex. Rex, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Paul Evans, what's happening, bro? And shout out to Ava as well.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Eddie Val. Shout out to Just Blaze once again. Shout out to Akon. What's happening? Wayne Love Peacock. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jeep Man. What's going on, bro? He say, but do you have a belt? Glam Squad belt with glitter. No, I ain't got that yet.
Hey, okay.
I ain't got that yet. The Glam Squad, I gotta get the one. I gotta get me one from the Glam Squad. I'm gonna reach out to him when I go to California.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Peter Von Arts.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Red Fox Roaming. Shout out to the Queen Blast 365.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Tommy Hill. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to let's see. My main man, Hector Garcia. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jeff Lucy.
Hey, okay.
Hey, bless say, not the Uber Eats driver. Yeah, he tried me. He got slick at the mouth. I had to put, I had to put these paws on him like little Scrappy. He said, I didn't want to do it, you know what I mean? But, it is what it is. Shout out to Steven 47.
Hey, okay.
Hey, shout out to K Cozy. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to Javon Soto.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Andy C in the building.
Hey, okay.
Hey, shout out to Alice Skill. Shout out to who else we got? Double A, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
He said, no matter, coach. My undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, man. That's right. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I am the undisputed social media champion. I'll chill on these streets. I'll chill on these streets of YouTube, baby. It is what it is. Toe tagging and body bagging. There's a whole lot of Uber drivers and Uber and warehouse Walmart warehouse workers. I had to put these paws on to get these belts. I fought my way to the top to get these belts.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Eddie Val. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Peter Von Arx. Shout out to my brother Jeff Lucietta.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kelly Malia. What's going on, sis? Shout out to Jedi Gremlin. Shout out to the Ja. Shout out to Andy C.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to William. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bruce Goals. What's happening, bro?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Javon Soto, Jeff Lucietta, Von Scott.
Hey, okay.
Puro Sur Central. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Troy. Shout out to Troy. Troy said, nah, coach. I'm putting in my bid for a match. Shout out to Alex Gill. Shout out to Corey Bradley.
Hey,
Oh, man.
okay.
Hey, shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. Shout out to Captain Kurt, man. Captain Kurt, man.
Hey, okay.
Man, shout out to shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to James Hickey. What's going on, bro? Open door, what the link read?
Hey, okay.
George H, what's happening, man? Akon, what the link read? Let's see, man. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. I'm saying, shout out to Jedi Gremlin. I'm saying, though, they want this smoke. Y'all come on over here, man. Come on over here, man. They want this smoke. Come on over here.
Hey, okay.
Anyways, other than that, shout out to Martin Ramos. What's going on, bro? Anyways, man, once again, it's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams. Shout out to Miguel Gomez, my brother Ryder of the Storm. Shout out to you. Shout out to Toby Bartlett. Anybody I forgot, please forgive me. Anybody I forgot, please forgive me, man. Other than that, this is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. We're going to holler at y'all, man. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We got to talk about Jamel Herring and Shakur Stevenson. Other than that, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video. Don't meet me there, beat me there tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Other than that, this is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today USA Boxing, the undisputed social media champion of the world. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.